Yeah, I'm about to put it on too.
Come on, you know this. You
Fresh off the press.
Back in the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a Jansport. Ben 10 with the dribble drive handoff. Pick and roll full contact. This is a man sport. Counting the kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, DFS defenders. The Brooklyn Block Party clacks and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Head hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to play like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The Sturdy or Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Nets fans is the best fans, but who are we? Shout to Dens, got the P. I hope I got your name right. It's the first time I see you in the chat. Please subscribe to the page, like the video. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for joining. 2.5 games behind 10th is crazy based on trajectory and what we were supposed to have going on. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm more for the tank than I am for us trying to make the play-in, to keep it all the way real with you. But at the end of the day, I can't explain. I can't explain why all of these other teams is tanking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think it was gonna be this many teams tanking. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, how many teams is taking? Yo, real shit, Leaf. I sent you the link, Leaf. Sixers need to be fine for that. Yeah, man, shit is crazy. Procwork said we tripping. Asia Robertson, she said, did you see Embiid pull a Ben Simmons in the Sixers game against the Raptors? What was he at the 3-point line and he was scared to take the three or some shit? Excuse me. Is that the play you talking about? What? Did Jazz beat the Lakers tonight? Get the fuck out of here. With LeBron and Luka? Let me go check the scores, Asia. I'm gonna go check the scores right now. Why? Look, Asia. Look at Asia. Look at this dude in the top of the chat, Asia. He talking about LeBron and Luka equal championship. Y'all lost to the Utah Jazz, and you up here on the chat talking all of this crazy stuff. Yo, chat, cook him, man. And Leaf said, send it again. All right, hold on, man. He said his inbox messed up. All right. Yo, Asia, yo, I'm glad you told me that, man. I wasn't even going to post his comment either, man. This dude got LeBron. Look at this shit here. LeBron and Luka. Get you crazy. I just lost to the Utah Jazz. That is, come on, man. Asia laughing at that, man. Asia laughing at that. Shit, I should be laughing too. I got Luca and LeBron. LeBron, everybody, yo, this shit is so hilarious, yo. Everybody talking about LeBron didn't know. Like I said, man, I already know what it is. I said what I said already. Ain't no reason for, you know what I'm saying, for me to keep reiterating that. Asia Robertson said Dallas just beat the Warriors. Okay, okay, shit. Um, shit, man, the league is interesting, man. Listen, we won, and Nets fans is mad about it, you know. But you know, I understand what they saying. But at the end of the day, you got to look at it from both ways. Jordy Fernandez is an exceptional, great. He's a good coach. He's you know what I mean. So his defensive schemes, the defense that I see them playing, the Brooklyn Nets playing, is tough. And I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it'd be different if Maxey was there and you know what I'm saying, and B was there. But I see the schemes that it's like motion and everybody's always moving. If it's when it switches, there's no open 3-pointers. There's always somebody running to the 3-point line to contest the shot or to move the guy off of the 3-point line. Like it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. With the win, I wanna matter of fact, I'm gonna put this screen up because Asia in the chat and she telling me about the scores and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? They you know, they got everything I need right here. So let's go to the scores where Asia Robertson was talking about. Shout out to Asia Robertson. Clippers is whooping on the Grizzlies right now. Celtics beat the Spurs. Magic beat the Hornets. Pacers beat the Wizards. Final went OT. Damn, that shit went to OT. We beat the Sixers. We know that, but that's what we here for. They almost scored 300 points, bro. The Hawks versus Knicks. That's ridiculous. I just don't think that's sustainable. I don't think that the Knicks could score this much in the playoffs with the way Tibbs is playing the minutes. You got them. You gonna be burnt out. How they gonna have legs and how they gonna do that the same way? Score that many points in the 4 versus one team 4 games in a row. I don't think that scoring is sustainable. I really, truly don't. It went to OT as well too, but still, without the OT points, that's 137. That's not sustainable to me, yo. And the Hawks, same shit. That's a man. Ooh. Anybody playing defense? Shit, ridiculous. Cavs beat the Raptors. Pistons, Bulls. Where's that? Y'all know what I'm looking for. Damn, they have mad games on tonight. Damn, they ain't got no defense with AD ain't anchoring the paint. BC, where you at? I ain't see you post another comment since Asia Robertson said what she said. Word. Oh, shit. Not bad. Word. I ain't even know y'all. Yeah, I was looking at the screen. It's this my second time, man. Or shout out to Asia. Oh man. Alright, let me send a link to Leaf, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Get along with the ladies that be coming in here, man. I need you to be on your Daddy Mac shit, man. Or you have Riz. That's what the kids are saying now. You know, you need to have some Riz, man. You know what I'm saying? That's more like it, Leaf. You know, you gotta represent us like some GQ smooth guys. Know what I mean? You want the ladies to come through. Know what I mean? They know what's up with the what's up. Know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, those guys are nice. Those are some nice guys. You know, I like that. Shout out to Asia Robertson. I like that. I like the fan engagement in the chat now. I sent the link again, Leaf. Shout out to Third Times in the Charm in the chat. Be out here, man. Yo, what up, Leaf?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
I mean, you know, you could say hello, man. Say, you know what I mean? Shout your page out real quick. And then, you know what I mean? You know, Asia, she asked you about LeBron, so you could get to that question. And then, you know what I'm saying, we're going, you know what I mean? Do what it do.
Everybody know I don't mess with LeBron. I'm gonna keep it like that. YouTube.com /@Leaf4788. I had some technical difficulties on my end with the game tonight because I was in and out, and the radiator was blasting like crazy right next to my computer, so I had to hook up the laptop, and that shit slow as a mug. So I did like a portion of the second and third quarter.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
pulled up. I pulled up. I was mad. It wasn't no audio because I was at
yeah.
work.
My audio
So,
was
all
messed
right, so
up and a whole bunch of stuff.
let me give you an example. Right, I'm at work. So this was Joey in the chat. I see you, Joey. I'm about to I'm gonna send you the link. Look, but this is what it is, Lee. People like me need your show to happen, right? For me to get the I can't I'm at work. I can't like sit and watch the game. You know what I'm saying? Like like I can't just do that. So like when I was at work, I put it on your channel. So I'm like, all right, I know Leaf going to talk on the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just listen to the game. And I ain't hear you talking. I'm like, yo, it must be a commercial. I just couldn't believe you wasn't talking. Not to say it like that, but and then when you was on the stream the other day, you was kind of telling me, you know, this and that with your grandpops. So I figured you was just busy, you know what I mean? But you did put the stream on. So everybody that's listening, you know what I'm saying, go subscribe to Leaf page. He on close to what 300. I think he like two. What is it? Leaf
278. 278
278.
subs, yeah. 278. Yeah.
Were yeah, the guys in the chat. But yeah, talk to us. I mean, what you think about us basically being 2.5 games by the play-in, man? What's happening, man? Like, who are we right now? Who are we, Leaf?
I
Who are
like
we?
the question is, I think the question is these other teams, and I'm gonna go out and say this: every team that we beat in the past week, they all need to get fined. Except for the Charlotte Hornets, because Charlotte Hornets did play LaMelo the other night, but the Sixers should get fined. The Raptors should get fined the other night because I could have sworn we played them twice last. Scotty Barnes and R.J. Barrett. Did we play New Orleans? No. We didn't play New Orleans. We got them twice after the All-Star break. But almost every team, bro, that was sitting out starters against us, bro, they should all be fine.
Yo,
The Sixers should be fine, bro.
Like slow it. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down and actually break that down, right? When Leaf says that these guys should be fine, I'm gonna say why I agree with Leaf. I agree with Leaf because you know it's ridiculous. 70 the 76ers got Embiid on the roster, and bruh, he probably played 10 games max this season. That's ridiculous. Um, it's just ridiculous. Paul George, he's another one. They basically they put in these players that's not playing, and they got these guaranteed contracts. Now, I'm for one, Leaf, and the rest of the panel, and everybody that's listening, not trying to stop anybody's money, right? That's a fact.
Right.
But to Leaf's point about the penalty, they got no business tanking, and it's always going to be lack of integrity when it come down to having your own draft picks. I think they got to be some type of system where they lottery it the same way. Like you don't even know who gonna have your draft pick. You just put all of the draft picks in a pot, mix it up, and whatever you pick out of there is the draft pick you got. And do some shit like that because this shit is ridiculous, bro. It really is, man. You either good or you not in this league, and it should be that way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be long winded. Go ahead, Lee. What was you saying, bro?
Yeah. Once I found out that Embiid and Maxey wasn't playing tonight, I know they said Embiid was not on back to backs, but I don't know the excuse for Maxey tonight because they played last night and they lost by 3 to Toronto. I think it's a
He
Scotty
got
Barnes.
hurt last game.
He got hurt last game.
Yeah.
Didn't he shoot the game tying shot and miss?
I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but
I know I watched the
during the
fourth quarter
game
of
they
that
said he
game.
was out because he got hurt from his last game or some shit like that. So it wasn't like he just sat out, like they just sitting him, like he literally got hurt. But Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
mean, look. I'm gonna continue what I'm saying, but
Yeah,
the
pass it to
reality
Joey.
is, bro. Like, listen, if they ain't getting fined for that game, they ought to be fined for some of these games before the fact. I'll be honest with you, bro. Them Toronto, New Orleans, bro. Like the only two teams legitimately that I don't really have a problem with is probably maybe Utah and maybe Charlotte, and even they had players sitting out because Laurie Markkinen. If I remember, I don't think Laurie Markkinen played that game the other night against the Lakers. He might have, but he might have been on restriction. He played.
You know what it is too, Leaf. We really gonna get to it, but before we do, we gonna go around the panel. Just pass it to Joey when you're done because I got something to say, but we ain't get to Joey BK all day, and we didn't get to everything Brooklyn Nets John. So
All right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a pass, but the good news is I have I actually gonna pick back up Leaf as the lead because I want to do the Maryland game tomorrow. Because I wanted to see what Derek Queen was looking like against I don't remember who the hell they was playing, but I'll figure it out tomorrow when I post it. But I'm looking at the rest of the draft board. I'm not as I'm a little bit more enthusiastic about the rest of the draft board than I was earlier this season because
Hold on. Before you get to the draft board, pass it to Joey, baby.
yeah, but I'm a pass to Joey, but Joey, yeah, go ahead, man. You can finish this shit off, man.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Maxi, they said he had a right knee contusion from the last game. I mean, whether that's a valid or true or not, I don't know, but that was the excuse. So the game, I mean, the Nets played well. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we would have liked for them to some I won't say some Nets fans would have liked for them to lose this game.
Joey, can I pose a question to you, Joey?
Yeah.
My question to you is, do you trust Jordi Fernandez with any of those draft picks that we may draft, regardless of if it's lottery or not? Now, let me tell you why I'm asking you the question before you answer. It's because I trust Jordi. I just trust Jordi for at this point. And again, I know these teams they're tanking too. Like Leaf said, they should be fine for the malarkey or whatnot. But case in point is, yeah, man. Jordi Fernandez, whoever comes on this team, I think Jordi Fernandez is going to help them be the best player they could be.
I mean, I do trust Jordi. I think he's an excellent coach, but at the same time, you still want to give him the best possible talent available in the draft. You feel what I'm saying? So why not do that? Why not give this young, good coach the best young talent we can possibly get? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but how is it? Is it that we playing so great, or these other teams are playing really bad?
The Nets are playing good defense. I mean, they're holding their. I think their last 5 to 10 games, they've been holding their opponents under 100 points. Mm-hmm. They've been playing pretty good defense for, you know what I mean? And seem like they've been gelling a little bit. They've been playing, and I know, we like to get on Tucson, we like to get on Keon and a lot of these guys, but I do see improvements from the beginning of the year. They may not be like the say all be all, but they have gotten better, contrary to popular belief, since the beginning of the year. Like the more they play, they're getting better. They're understanding, you know what I mean, the NBA game. They're getting more comfortable. But like I said, I trust Jordi. I think he's a magnificent coach, but I still want to. I don't want to give him an okay player or a talented player. I want to give him a generational talented player. Just imagine what Jordi could do if he had a generational talented player.
Hold on. Let's just say, and again, this is all hypotheticals, right? This isn't set in stone because we're saying that we're not going to get a top 3. We can have this record go into the playoffs just like this, and not the playoffs, but the season over, regular season over. This is our record, and we in the place we are, and we can still get a top 3 pick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, the chances are slim, but it's still possible.
But hold on, how many players? That's 6
I'm gonna just land the plane real quick. I'm not really tripping. I'm not really tripping off this game. I mean, it is what it is. We stuck where we stuck right now, and it looks like we're going to be stuck between that 5 and 6 spot. And I don't think the Nets are moving anytime this season. It is what it is. So I will say the Sixers. It makes no sense for the Sixers to tank because they do not have their own pick. So it doesn't make sense for them to tank this year. It just doesn't. So I don't believe they tanking. They're just not a good basketball team, and they have a lot of injuries. Embiid is a game management type of player. Like he's injury prone. You feel what I'm saying? So Paul George looked like he's washed. And it is what it is. The young rookie they had that was tearing it up, he got hurt. McCain. So it's just they're not a good basketball team. It doesn't make sense for them to tank because they OKC has their pick. Feel me? So, but I mean, it is what it is, man. The Nets play solid. It was a good basketball game. D'Lo was going off, man. D'Lo looked good. Can't front. And I got to give Nick Claxton his props. I don't know what got into him. You know, I'm hard on Nick, but I don't know. He got a resurgence or something because he's looking real good out there, man. Pause. But Nick is in his bag, and that's what and Keon too, man. Keon is looking better, man. Keon, I know people don't want to give him his props, but Keon is looking. He has improved, bro.
Keon. I like Keon, but I thought Quest One, he a moderator on his page. I thought his comment was funny. He said they need to make a tanker truly random and do the spinning live in front of everybody. The NBA would never do that shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say that though. I know a lot of teams are tanking, but me personally, I don't think the Sixers are one of them. I just think they're just not a good team, and they have a lot of injuries. But I'm gonna pass it off to John.
Go ahead, John. Shout out to everything Brooklyn Nets, John. I mean, let them know your handle, where you be at and all that before you get to it.
Yeah, no problem. It's always good talking fun basketball with you guys. Yeah, I want to talk fun basketball. You can follow him on Twitter at OS91413John. Listen, what Coach Jordy has done has been nothing short of exceptional, especially with the roster
like an
that he
inmate
has.
number, man.
It's my own type of vibe, man. What can I say? But yeah, listen, what Jordy's done with this roster, it's been nothing short of exceptional. I mean, I definitely think he's shown who he is as a coach, as a leader, and as a person. And the Junkyard Squad, that's what I call it, they have been taking advantage of a lot of different situations. And 76ers, their whole roster is really bad. Their core is really bad. But you know what? They still have their core, and they could just tank for a top pick. At the end of the day, if Embiid's not healthy, why are they going to push for meaningless games? And at the end of the day, a lot of these teams are starting to bottom out because if they can't beat a Cavs, OKC, or Boston team, what's the point of trying to be competitive? Whereas the Nets, their direction seems to be forget about everything, just focus on the now instead of the future. So I guess that's what the organization wants to do. But I gotta take a second to call somebody out for a second. I heard an interview after the game. Cam Johnson, he was asked about the tanking process and, should fans feel a certain way about it. And he said, I don't give a crap about tanking. That's what I'm here to do. And if you guys care about tanking as opposed to winning, you're not a real Brooklyn Nets fan. First of all, who the heck are you, Scam Johnson? And that's your real name, Scam, because you and your twin, your non-biological twin, his name is Mikal and your name is Scam. And when both of you came to the team, it was like, we're going to be the heads of this team and we're going to be great. No, you ain't no Tatum or Brown. You're both mid players at best. And now this season, finally, after 6 years of being mediocre, now you want to be good. You went from averaging 13 points to 19. Wow, Scam. That's a huge jump.
When we needed him to be good, he wasn't good.
No, but the problem is, who is he to tell people like me, Joey, and Pod, because we actually care about the futures team, that we're not Brooklyn Nets fans? I was watching 2016, 2017. We were a crappy organization, had a whole bunch of nobodies on the team. I watched that. I also watched 2017, 2018. We had D'Lo and the Misfits playing some of the best cultural basketball I've seen. I was there for Kevin Durant and Kyrie before they got James, and that was a dominant run. I remember the heartbreak in that Milwaukee Game 7, how it was so saddening to see an inch away from hitting a three, winning that game. I remember the Game 5 when Kevin Durant went off went crazy, had one of the best performances of all time to win us that Game 5. And I felt the heartbreak, we had to break the whole damn thing up. So I was there for each moment of that, Scam Johnson. So to say because I care about this team, the future of this team, that I'm not a real fan, Scam, you're an average role player at best. So why don't you get hopping and get to a different team this summer, and we can move on and build this team the right way? Because I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and I'm a content creator. And that's how it's always going to be.
Facts.
So, no, man, I just had to address that for a second because I understand people don't want to tank to hire to do a job, but to make comments like that saying we're not Brooklyn Nets fans, we care about the team, that's just an egotistical thing to say, and there's a reason why people don't want this guy on the team. Nobody wanted this guy. We wanted to trade KD. We wanted anybody else but somebody like this. So
because
I'm
at
hoping
the end of the day,
we're
we're going to be here after he going. Regardless, we're going to be here. Whether we stink or not, we're going to be here. He's not. He's going to be going playing for somebody else.
Damn, that's a bold ass comment. I want to see what he said now.
Yeah, that was corny. That was corny what he said, man.
Yo, he was calling out you, me, LM, and I'm like, I got to address that. Listen, I understand. Not everybody wants to do it, and all these other teams, they're taking advantage of their own situations. A lot of these teams aren't playing well. They still have cores. We don't have a legit core. We have a guy making $20 million playing on a bad team right now.
Claxton said it too, but Claxton put it a better way.
Yeah, he put it a way better way. I understand what Claxton said.
All right, hold on, John. Let's go to LM. He on the panel too. Let's get to. We gonna listen to Clax, or if sometime the audio is low. So I'll say what he said.
But I understand where the fans coming from. Like I feel why they would want us to lose this year and everything. I feel them, but we want to.
Can y'all hear that?
Business, like, of course.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I can hear a little bit.
All right, so hold on. I'm gonna say what he said, but I'm gonna say it louder. Nick Claxton. This is Eric Slater. Shout out to Eric Slater. Heavy on Twitter. Nick Claxton on fans wanting the Nets to tank this season. So Nick Claxton says it's a part of the business. We're not naive to it. We're gonna go out and try to win every game. But I understand where the fans are coming from. I feel where they want us. I feel why they will want us to lose this year, but we want to win. That's real. That's what, yo, LM.
But that's common sense, though, Breezy. Those guys are competitors. Those guys are playing for their next contract. Their career.
No. Listen. What I'm saying is his handle in the media. You know how New York sports media, they always try to be bigger than basketball. But the way Nick Claxton answered that question, he keeps it like so authentic. That's what fans.
No, he answered it perfectly.
Player on the team, bro. Like that's all we wanted to hear. That's real, bro.
No, he answered it perfectly. He answered it better than Cam Johnson.
Yeah,
because
seriously,
like he acknowledges the importance of us not being good this year, but at the same time, he still understands he has a job to do.
Facts. All facts. Yo, Joey, all facts. I just want to go to LM because we ain't get to LM yet. But LM, how you feel about what Clack said? Like, what's your take on it, Brody?
I don't have a problem with the way he said it at all. I mean, he probably doing his research on the draft too. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if they came here, then my job would type be easier. So he probably looking at it like, yo, I want one of these guys too. Like, yeah, we got to go out and win, but I wouldn't mind an Ace Bailey here. I wouldn't mind a Dylan Harper here. I wouldn't mind a Flag here, especially a Flag who we can be a tandem and he can give me lobs. Like that to him is probably exciting too.
No. Talk about that culture. What do you think about the culture of like they in the town? You got Ron Harper's son, Dylan Harper. You got Ace Bailey. They go to Rutgers. You trying to tell me they ain't hang with no NBA players? Just the cameras didn't see them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They probably link up, or they probably calling these players. You don't know if they calling the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that to say not. They don't have to beat them specifically, but let's say it's like that. What it's called the alma mater. Like when he went to that school. You feel what I'm saying? Like Jalen Wilson, in my opinion, he here because Jacque Vaughn went to the same college. You feel what I'm saying? Like they stay in touch with the draft picks and the draft.
I think that's a bad example. We don't have nothing to do with Jacque Vaughn. We still paying that nigga.
That's crazy. We're paying 4 coaches right now.
It's a true, like the scouting. They definitely going to always keep eyes on. That's why I okay with Cam Thomas. And KD.
Nah, the college players, they be staying in touch with like AJ DeBonster and KD talk. Like the college players, the players they know who coming in the league. Like they know the players, the young guys, the young talent that's gonna come in the league. Like KD hooked up Ace and Dylan with the Nike deal. Like they put it on their Instagram. Like, yo, shout out to Kevin Durant. We the
Yo,
Nike
hold
family.
on. Let me get
Don't
you the
forget
big
about Ace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hold on,
Ace too,
the
Ace
big
too.
screen, bro, because that shit might have flew by the chat. That was some real good content, man. Say that again, Ellen.
Yeah, like the players always know, you know what I'm saying? Like the players they be knowing who in college, who next up. Like
What you were saying
especially
about the deals too?
yeah, like KD with Ace and Dylan, you know what I'm saying? If you check on Dylan and Ace Instagram, they shouted out Kevin Durant, like shout out to KD. I'm part of the Nike family. We here. You know what I'm saying? They be having connections in the league too with these players where yo, I can get you endorsements, you know what I'm saying? Like it be like that in the league. That's why, if Dylan and Ace came here, they a Nike athlete, like JB saying, yo, we want somebody here who got their own signature shoe. You might have somebody might have their own signature shoe on this team, and that's why we get mad at not Horty because he's doing his job. The players is doing their job. We never mad at the players, but it's on Sean Marks to put a not trade for D'Lo, not trade for any of these guys, and it's on you to give Horty a roster and be
Put
like,
a not
yo.
so good product on the floor.
Right, and to be like, yo, all right, now try to get wins. Now try to get wins. See what
Exactly.
you do now. Like,
All right,
and it's
so
not.
hold on. This
and
is
this-
gonna be the funny part of the show because I'll start, I guess. Because I got this from a Joey about the not so good product. If I could pick a starting lineup that's not gonna get us no wins, right? I got Beekman at point. That's a fact.
I guarantee you, Jordy get 2 wins out of that nigga at the one. At the
No,
start.
Hell no.
let's hear the rest of the lineup.
I
Let's
think
hear the
all
rest
of
the
us is
lineup.
underestimating how good
So, all
Jordy
right, so
really
who
is.
Beekman at the
bro.
who's at the two? Who's at the two?
I got Darrick Whitehead at 2.
Mm.
Man. Now y'all gotta love this. That backcourt right there ain't getting you no buckets. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
right
we gonna get fined like a motherfucker.
Yo, cause hold on. So the small forward, who would be the small forward?
Throw that nigga Toast on at the small forward. Stop bullshit.
Nah, he ain't be too good.
Tucson from Walmart. Let's do it.
No. Tucson is my center.
Not the center.
Oh, we finna get fined, bro. Yo, you finna get us fined, bro.
Call up Killian Hayes. Put him at the 3, man.
Can we hire you today, Coach Breezy? We need Coach Breezy up in here, man.
That nigga Breezy finna get us fined. Bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. We definitely would get fined with that
We
line.
getting fined, bro.
Philly should be getting fined right now with Embiid's bad knee, but they're not getting fined yet. They should be.
Yo,
Philly ain't getting fined because they the trust fund babies of the league. We not.
The truth is that y'all thought that Tucson wasn't gonna be good. He's good, especially with a coach like Joey Fernandez. He's good.
Oh boy,
ain't got no problem.
How good we talking? How good we talking?
Are we talking fruit section good or frozen section good? What section?
Frozen, nigga. It expired good. It got an expiration date on it.
Expiration.
Oh man,
sick of this nigga with this Tucson shit.
Yo, he a smart player, man. He was at Princeton for 4 years.
Jordy said he liked Tucson though.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course he
It's
liked
'cause of-
Tucson because Tucson ain't asking for no money, man.
Because he on this trash team. If you put Tucson
you
on
got-
Boston, he not doing nothing, bro.
You see Wolford talking all that smack. He's only played 3 games this year, and he said the other night, "Oh, I'll be keeping receipts on everybody saying we weren't going to win more than 20 games." Like, dude, you only played 3 games this year. Now you got the ego the size of Tokyo, and he was scoring well tonight. But Wolford's got an ego, man. Wolford's got an ego.
Hold on. Let's get to it.
This shit is
yeah. I hope y'all like my team. I know y'all don't want to. I ain't trying to get.
You ain't even say the last 2 niggas, bro. You said
Beekman.
Beekman.
Y'all couldn't even handle Tucson at the 5, man.
We put Tucson at the 5. We are getting fined, Breeze.
Fine, how he's playing? Wait, Breezy. Leaf. He's playing.
I understand that, bro, but that means you sitting players, bro. We are going to get fined, bro.
Utah just set out Laurie Marketing in them niggas.
Exactly.
What you mean we getting
Listen,
fined?
bro, we gonna get fined like a mile, bro. You watch.
Front window one tampered.
They sent Maxie with a contusion tonight. Leaf. A contusion.
Hold on. The three, and I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, you know what I'm saying? But I pulled up Markel Folks to show you that every top 3 draft pick don't go well. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
I'm not putting that on none of the 3 picks that's going to get drafted at 3, top 3.
I agree with you.
I'm just saying, for you to not love basketball enough to look into these scouting reports on these other players in the draft, it hurt my net fan feelings. And yeah, of course I want the top 3 player, but at the end of the day, am I gonna and how much? I'm not gonna hang my head low, bro. I'm not gonna hang my head if we don't get a top 3 player, bro. Just because.
But Dreezy, this point would point more to Cooper though, because Markel Fultz was the number 1 pick. So realistically, if you talking about the number 1 pick, that would be more so. You would not be high on Cooper, because Cooper going number 1 over Dillon and Ace.
But LM, everything is about placement. I could guarantee you, bro. If Markel Fultz was coming in the league as he remember him, and we got a chance to, and Jordy got a chance to coach him, his career would have been a lot different.
Yeah, but he had that weird. He had that weird injury. Like it's something.
Yeah, that nigga changed. Yeah, he went in the edit play and changed his form. Nobody told that nigga to do that.
He lost feeling in his shoulder.
Yeah, like it was a weird feeling. Yeah, you can't stop. You can't do nothing about that, bro.
I put it to you this play, bro. You give me any player that didn't have no health issues, that was a complete bust, bro, from 1 to 5, bro, and you give him to Jordy, bro, coming out of college or high school, bro. I guarantee you, Jordy is making something out of it.
I got a question for Leaf and Ella, man, for y'all college heads. Y'all told me Igor was better than Kasparis, but I've been seeing Kasparis cooking shit all over my timeline these last couple of games, bro.
Kasparis has been cooking shit, but I don't think he's gonna really hold up in the league. I think it's players that's good in college, bro. When they get in the league, at best they're gonna be role players, bro. I think Yegor is ready for the league now, despite the fact that him and Ace and even Dillon, bro, done had some blunders,
so why
bro.
Everybody got Igor lower than him though? Like
I don't know why they got Igor lower, bro. Like listen, when we go to the draft, we gonna see what is what, bro. Like I even got like Derek Queen. Derek Queen is even starting to grow on me now, bro. Pause. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm seeing him and I'm seeing like an elite advantage, bro, around the basket. Not just around the basket, but around the perimeter. He can make basic reads, bro. He can rebound like crazy, and his footwork is like really, really good.
Leaf, you should look at Thomas Sorber too, Leaf. He's a really good uprising center right now in this draft too. Thomas Sorber, he can rebound really well as well.
And in college, like we seen guys like, and I'm not saying this wrong because if you're good in college, maybe you can be good in the league. I'm not saying that that's wrong because that is sometimes a fact, but we seen guys in college who necessarily wasn't good in college, and then they came into the league and become something. Like Booker was averaging 7 points at Kentucky.
Exactly.
You would look at me and be like, "Nigga, you lying," but you look at the nigga's stats at Kentucky.
I ain't gonna lie. D-Book was not doing nothing in college. He was not setting the world on fire in Kentucky, bro.
So people come into the league and it's different. So I think Yegor, bro, depending on the system, he might be a monster wherever he goes.
He's 6'8". Everybody keeps doubting the height as saying that's not a huge factor. He's got vision. Like if you find the right coaching development team, he's gonna break out on his own.
I think Jordy is perfect for him, bro. Like because if you got somebody that's willing to set the table as a playmaker, bro, like that's a plus. With the way that all of these players on the team currently play, and the way that they run, and the way that they hustle, and the way that they basically run through a wall for Jordy, bro. Like these are the type of players that you really want. The problem is they're not they're not the names that we want. That's the problem, bro. Like don't nobody know who Zaire Williams is. Zaire Williams is outside of Brooklyn. Don't nobody know who Keon Johnson is outside of Brooklyn. Don't nobody know who none of these players on our roster unless they dig it in. But listen, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Keon Johnson and Zaire Williams, they have been locked down defensively, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Them along with Claxton, bro, man in the paint, bro, and getting out there. We've been holding teams consistently under 100 points.
So can I say something? Can I say something? I know we like to give Jordy his props, right? And he seems like he's a good developmental coach, a smart young coach. But I question sometimes how good he would be if we had stars and real talent on this team. Because at the end of the day, when you have stars and real talent on the team, you got to do more than coaching. You got to manage egos,
right,
and do all that extra shit. So will he? Our question: will he be as good as he is with development players as he would be with a talented team with stars on it?
The only way you can answer that question, I don't know. You just gotta ask some of them niggas on Team Canada like SGA or Jamal Murray. Them niggas is top tier talent, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Like that's the only way you could really answer that question. Go ask De'Aaron Fox. He was on the coaching staff with him. When they made the playoffs, go ask Sabonis.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to ask them niggas, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Like because when he left that organization, bro, in Sacramento, shit went left in a minute. That's all I know.
That's true.
Like so I mean, if you really want to go, off that, and then the fact that stars, the top tier stars or the mid card stars or the B plus stars or whatever type of star is gonna come here or gonna be here, or we're gonna make players out of scratch from the draft. I don't know, bro. You just gotta ask those players.
Between trying to get your all out of a guy who's fighting to stay in the league, vice versa a star.
Right, and I want to break this myth a bit. As great as Jordy is, not every prospect or every player is coachable to a certain level. And as much as Jordy can work with a guy, at the end of the day, if you have great talent out there and you have a chance to get it, try to get it. Why make your life harder, always getting the same type of prospects, and you're getting still similar outcomes, not the outcomes you truly want, which is to win in the end. I think that's what the organization needs to start figuring out, because Jordy's showing you what he could do with scraps, but let's get real prospects to develop. I mean, I'm surprised that Killian Hayes hasn't been called up yet. Dariq Whitehead has just been riding the bench, getting no time when he's showing you a little bit of what he can do. I just feel like we're riding the vets again too much, and we're not really developing the young guys and trying to, enhance this rebuild a bit. I feel like we're still stuck in the middle. Like, what is this getting us right now?
But John, I would. It's a couple of questions I really want to ask you, bro. Like, but I can't get into it like just now. But you talk about the vets. We really only have two of them in D'Lo and Cam Johnson. That's one. Number two, how do we know that somebody that's borderline lottery? I don't even know who that is right now. Somebody got to mute that mic. But how do we know that a Jeremiah Fears or Derek Queen and the other dude that you named, bro? Like if we get them on one of our highest picks, how do we know they won't contribute to the team and get them to places and get us back over 500 almost right away?
We got to find out, and this is why I'm so confused. Why do we give those Suns picks back? Because you had the Suns picks and Jordy was doing this. It all makes sense. Okay, at the end of the day, whoever we draft. We have these Suns picks, which are diamond mine picks to go get somebody bigger that's a star out there to really enhance this forward. But you have your own picks now, and now you're tempting fate with now over 20 wins. So really, the draft could go either way for us. We could get top 5 somehow if the system's rigged, or we get 6 through 10 and get a Jeremiah Fears or Yegor and see if they could develop in the system. But it just feels like we're so stuck in middle gear right now. And I don't even know why D'Lo or Johnson on this team. Johnson should be off this team. He's providing nothing for our longevity-wise. The guy wants to talk crap about Brooklyn fans when he's just a mid player. And D'Lo, I understand the economics of it. D'Lo jerseys, nostalgia, all that. But everybody said this guy was going to be impactful. He's winning us games. We're like 6-8 with him, or 7-8 after tonight. So these guys are taking up minutes and spots that are going to go to these prospects, and they could either be a high prospect, or if we keep winning, they could be a prospect that's not higher in the board, but they could be a building block prospect, Leaf. So at the end of the day, I wish our direction was more solidified, because now we could go either way, but we could have aimed for the top. And now we're banking on the system being rigged in our favor, which I personally am not going to do, but maybe that's why Sean Marks is doing it the way it is, by taking his hands off the wheel and just letting it all go as it may. But that's a huge gamble in itself.
Another
Hey,
thing we not
We're
taking
gonna find
into
out,
account though.
Leaf. We're gonna find out on May 12th if this gamble pays off for Sean Marks, or if not, we have a really bad organization. That's what you're
I
gonna
don't
find
even
out on
know if
May
it's.
12th.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even know if it's a gamble. I just think maybe we really are doing this shit the right way. Like I can't really say for sure, bro. Like how we know that Washington won't get a land at number 6? How we know that Utah won't land at number 5? How we know? Like how do we know that, bro? This is why it's a lottery. I mean, I understand everybody goes to the websites and go looks at the chances of that you have and the percentage and all of that shit, bro. Like listen. Fate and listen, all of that shit has been behind the bar, bro. Like time and time again after many, many, many drafts, bro. Like it has been since 1985. So what I will say to everything that you just said, bro,
Mhm.
like all of this stuff, bro. Like it seemed like we kind of building we kind of building it in a way where we got players that can contribute. And we got veterans that's still here, bro. Like the only veteran that's still really on contract is Cam Johnson. We don't know if we re-signing D'Lo after this year. I don't know.
Shouldn't. You
We
shouldn't. I mean,
shouldn't.
don't, you
Yeah.
should get a young point guard. That's what my whole thing is. Like we keep going back into the past with the D'Los, with the Johnsons, at one point with the Simmons. Like we got to move forward with the whole new era of basketball players. We keep going into the past,
Hey,
and that's what I
we
don't like about this organization. Like let's go forward. Let's bank on some of these middle tier prospects if we're out of the top 3. But if we get in the top 3, you have a real prospect that Jordy can really develop and enhance his team further. Right now, we have a junkyard squad of guys that weren't going to get main roles in other teams, but they're playing competent basketball because they're getting trusted by Jordy. Jordy has great relationships with these guys, but if they're on other teams, Leaf, they're not playing starter or backup minutes with the Tatums and Browns and the Nicolas. They're
I
third
agree.
string players. So
I
we're
agree with
winning
you.
with third stringers right now, and they're not going to be here 3 to 4 years. That's
This
my
team,
problem.
this
If we don't get a high pick.
organization was never really fully committed to the tank.
Yes, that's a
Um,
problem. Then why we trade those picks back? If we have those Suns picks, this all is justified. It
I don't
really
even know.
I
is.
think
Like
the
here's the
excuses for
thing that
that
the
is
trade
that the
fell in our lap. We didn't like it. It really fell in our lap. The Knicks was that desperate for Mikal weak ass. That's what had happened. That's what really happened, bro. Like so.
I'm
I
talking about
mean,
the Rockets deal, though, Leaf, when we gave away those valuable Suns picks and the Dallas pick. Look at Dallas right now. That's a free lottery pick. That team's going to be nothing in 3 years when they relocate or whatever. We gave that all to Houston for our own 2 picks back. And like Joey just said, we're not even taking it serious. So what was the point? You could have been a genius keeping those picks and having a great coach in Jordy. But we're doing things so ass backwards all over the place. Like it's a roller coaster ride, but it seems like we're never going to get off this roller coaster ride. We're never going to have a structure. The fans are tired of not having a structure on this team. We're tired of being a punchline to other teams. We
well,
want to actually have a structure
yeah.
it's going to be here
But
in
some
3 4
some
years.
fans
After
will
all of
argue
that,
that fact though, John, and say that Jordy is building the culture, and
Mhm.
I think 2 things could be right at once. I think the culture is kind of building the culture is kind of getting in the way of the tank. You know what I mean?
A
I mean,
little.
it may be, but at the cost of us being somewhat legitimate in the near future, bruh, with Jordy Fernandez at the helm and with the scrappy players, bruh, the quote unquote scrappy players that we got. Listen, if we climbing upward, bruh, that's what I ultimately want to do, bruh. I don't really care. Like I gotta pivot now, bruh, because I don't really care, bruh. Like we at the end of the day. We still got 4 picks in this draft. At the end of the day, bro, Jordy Fernandez, the type of players that's gonna be on this team, or the players that's gonna be able to survive training camp and work their ass off, bro, to get in the start lineup and to get in the rotation, just like the Zaire Williams, just like the Keon Johnsons, and they probably gonna be 10 times better than those players, bro, once they finally fill out their overall talent. So
But Leaf,
that's the 4
are they
players
going to
that's
be?
gonna be in
But
this
Leaf,
draft. That's the
here's my
4 picks that
question
we
though.
getting out of
Here's my
these first
question though,
round.
Leaf. Are those guys going to be culture guys, good culture guys, or are they going to be stars?
Right. There's your difference in assessment. That's why this organization is really not playing this the right way. You have all the cards now. This is why this season should have been very predictable, but it's been unpredictable. Now people are wondering, hey, why are we a playing team? It doesn't make any sense. But look at what Joe Desai said a year ago. I'd rather have a team that competes their asses off, but is a mediocre team, yet we don't have stars, but we're competing. But you have your own pick. If you had the
I mean,
Suns pick, it's
listen.
all justified. But
I
this,
put
I
it to
can't
you. I put
justify
it to
this
you.
right
Wait,
now.
listen. A superstar, a star, and a superstar, bro. Listen, that's fun. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, we ain't gonna never get as big as we got when we had Jason Kidd or when we had Vince Carter or when we have. We might not never get that big, bro, in a while. It might take us a while to get that big again. But I will tell you this: ain't a damn thing wrong with coaching guys, and ain't a damn thing wrong with system guys. Steph Curry is the ultimate system guy, bro. Like that.
Right.
Jason Tatum is easily a system guy. Everybody just believes that he looks like a superstar once he hit a couple of fadeaway threes and shit like that, bro. Like them niggas is really system players. The only person that's really been a superstar from day one was LeBron and Luka and Kyrie and a couple of other niggas that we can name off of hand. But a lot of those players ain't really have that sustainability as a star. The point I'm trying to make is I want to build a unit, and I think Jordy Fernandez at the helm is capable of building a unit and helping that unit sustainable and helping them win no matter who the hell is on the court. I'm starting to believe that shit. I really am.
I think it all
Crazy.
starts
I think the Brooklyn Nets, I think they're allergic to really building organically to the draft. What I think they're gonna do is they're gonna get some decent college players in the draft, but they're ultimately gonna try to get stars in free agency to come to this team. Something is telling me that they're gonna pivot and try to get the big names to come to this team in free agency, bro.
My thing is,
how many times we actually done that, bro? Like we went through the draft, bro. Like all those years through the from '96 all the way to 2000, and then ended up getting Jason Kidd in 2001, and then went to the finals in 2002 or 2003. So the reality, Stephon Marbury was a star when he got here. We traded for him. Jason Kidd was a star when he got here. We traded for him. Vince was a star. We got here. We traded for him. KD, Kyrie, James Harden. We traded or signed for all of those players. Most of the top talent that we have ever gotten on this franchise, we have traded for. We ain't draft shit out of the damn.
There lies the pattern. What is that
It only really worked out for us that time with Jason Kidd. It usually turns out bad for us, and some fans are tired of doing it that way. They want to do it organically through the draft.
They tired of doing it. You know why they tired of doing it that way? Because they see everybody else, quote unquote, winning through the draft, like Boston and Golden State and Denver and Milwaukee. I understand that, but we gotta understand everybody can't live and eat off the same plate and live off the same book. Maybe that's not in the cards for us. Maybe it ain't. I don't know.
What superstars do y'all honestly think that we can even possibly get? Giannis look like he on
injury.
Giannis look like he on injury watch. And if y'all talking about getting Giannis here, then I'm not with it, bro. I'm not with it.
Here's why it makes no sense. You don't have
I'm not talking about Giannis. I'm not talking about Giannis.
He the only superstar unless you're talking about getting Shea in 2026.
That's possible.
LM, I'm not with getting Giannis here either. What I'm saying is this organization is stupid enough to bring him here, bro.
That's why the rebuild is not going to be the rebuild. That's why the rebuild not going to be the rebuild unless Sean Marks is out of here, because he's been the same one repeating the pattern since 2019.
But you can point out.
I'll say this. LM, in terms of the top 10 in this draft, bro, how do we know Yegor? How do we know Yegor Demin? How do we know Jeremiah Fears? How do we know that Derek Queen, bro? Like, if we end up just getting them in the top 10 or the top 15 in this draft, how do we know that they ain't gonna turn out to be just as big as anybody ever thought they was gonna be under Jordy Fernandez?
That's true.
Listen, this dude is a coaching savant. I don't know. Listen, if he could do this with scrappy players like y'all calling them, what makes us think that he can't do them with the three names that I just mentioned and outside of the three names that we want?
That's what we've been saying. That's why we should draft the right way, because Jordy can develop these guys. But you look at the organization; they're not getting away from this pattern of going after superstars and placing them with middle tier players. Like, you need depth. And here's the thing: the cap space keeps rising. These superstars' contracts keep going through the roof. Now, if you want a superstar, they're earning over $50 million a year. they take up half the cap alone. So if we don't have a good roster and Sean and Joe do that, there is no point of us winning anything. So you do need to develop the right way. But if you have the
All
right
I'm saying
coach,
is,
then
Leaf,
why
I
are we
hear you.
winning right now
Leaf,
if we're trying to get good prospects? I don't get
Leaf,
it.
Leaf, I hear you. I get it. Jordy can do more with less. He's a fantastic coach. But what I'm saying is, why not try to get him the best talent available in the draft? Period.
Seriously.
Regardless of how good he is.
I just can't believe Sean and Joe aren't doing anything. Like, you literally have all the cards in your hands. After having to struggle 4 or 5 years with nothing, you have all your assets. You don't even know what to do with them. I don't even think Joe and Sean know basketball strategy. I don't even know if they're businessmen. Like, I don't know what their
Because at
strengths
the
are
end of the
right
day, it's all a gamble, right? I mean, I get
What
what
do
you're
they do?
saying, Leaf. You're right. Igor Demand, Derek Queen, some of these guys might turn out to be better than the guys that we glazing over, like Dylan Harper and Ace and Flag. They might. We don't know. But at the end of the day, we can only go off what we told and what our eyes tell us, bro.
Right.
But
Okay.
to me, those
All right.
players,
So,
the only difference between those players to me is defined by mindset. Like
yeah,
to me,
it is
the
defined by mindset,
is the
but
mindset is heavily important when you're talking about selecting the player.
yes.
For all we know, well, maybe Jaeger got a better mindset than Ace. We don't
Yes,
know.
for all we
Like,
know, and the thing about it is, if you look at the teams that's tanking, bro, they not in better positions just because they got better talent. They're not, because and the reason being is like, I had to listen. I really got to take Breezy advice on this about Jordy, because when you building character and you building chemistry type of players, and you get them out of the draft, and they all went to college, so they all been in those type of areas where you got to play in the system. Some of these colleges, you got to play in the system. You got to do what the coach say. So they accustomed to listening. Almost every last one of them. But at the same time, we talking about Cooper Flag trying to revive Utah. We talking about Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper to try to revive Washington. Them are some shit organizations way more than we are. So the reality of them reviving them organizations, bro, on they lonesome, basically on the strength of they back alone, is much harder than us getting a Derek Queen and putting him under Jordy, or getting Jeremiah Fierce, putting him under Jordy, or getting any one of these dudes that's not top 3 and putting them under Jordy, and having them being successful and having them being comprehensible, bro, and having them being better than a lot of the talent that we have currently on this team. It is. Did we like the bro? Ain't nobody saving Utah. Ain't nobody saving Washington.
Believe,
Nobody's saving
if
those
you put one of those
franchises.
3 in Brooklyn, you can market those guys and they could develop. If you get Ace or Harper as your first ever lottery pick in Brooklyn history, that's setting a standard, and it's a great storyline in itself. That
but
changes your whole future and it
we don't even know
electrifies
that
the
though,
fan
right?
base.
To be
That's
fair,
what
we
you
don't
have
even
to
we don't even know that for real,
we
though.
don't even know that, because Dylan is going 100 miles per hour in college. He already got an injury. Derek Queen seemed like the logic. I don't mind Derek Queen, bro. I really don't
I
not
don't
minding
either. I
Derek Queen.
like
I'm really
Derek
not
Queen.
minding
He's a
Jago,
good big.
and I'm really not minding Jeremiah Fierce, because they look like they are coach ready. That's what they look like.
But
I'm looking
no,
for
my
players
thing
that
is,
are coach ready, because we got Jordy as a mainstay in this organization. Jordy is the only mainstay in this organization as we speak. Nobody else is.
Then what about
my thing
what
is
about
this
the
though, right? Like
2026 draft? Aaron
we
Peterson,
seen
AJ DeBounce, and
we
Boozer.
seen
How do we do
teams
that?
like we seen teams different every year. A different team rises from the ranks that we didn't think was possible, and now it turns out, oh wow, now they're good. Usually it's the season where they're good, and then from that point on, all of a sudden it happened with Philly, where all of a sudden they started winning games, and now all of a sudden from that season on they started winning. It looked like it might be Detroit this year.
Exactly, it
If
is.
y'all telling me
Last year was
the all
Orlando.
season that if you telling me in the all season that you said, yo, Detroit was going to be 29 and 26 this year, niggas would have looked at you crazy.
I didn't have the
But
05
you know
numbers at
what,
all.
LM? You
Cunningham.
know what, LM?
No.
I always said, and I said this in streams like years ago. I always said Detroit had a lot of young talent, and they were an up and coming team. They just needed to get their coaching situation together.
Right, but what's what I'm saying with Washington? Like, yeah, they may look like the laughing stock, but who knows where they'll be in a few years if they hit in this draft
See,
or the next. They might win a few games. He's like, oh, Washington is nice now.
I understand.
Like,
Hold on, wait. I understand exactly what you're saying, LM. But what is it gonna like the questions that we gotta ask ourselves is what is it gonna take to turn Washington or Utah into what Detroit is as this second, bro? Like let's remind ourselves, Cade Cunningham was in the same exact draft as Cam Thomas. He just now playing plus 500 basketball, 5 years. Y'all willing to wait that long? I highly doubt it. Nets fans is much different than Pistons fans. We much different than Wizards fans.
You know why I think it took that long? We got to stop only looking at the talent. Detroit didn't have a good coach. They didn't have their coach.
They didn't even have a good front office.
Front office was horrible. Good point, LM. Good point.
Hold on. Take for instance, you look at the Cavs. Like the Cavs were just middling along until they got Kenny, until they got their coaching situation right. They always had the talent. They just needed a coach to put it together.
But not only that, Joey, with Cade Cunningham, his first year he had to get that surgery, and then the next year he had season-ending surgery. So we couldn't really see what Cade Cunningham was going to be.
The Cavs situation was different because they were making strides when they had Lauri Markkanen, bro. It wasn't until they traded Lauri Markkanen over for Spider when they started to make the playoffs. They got eliminated in round 1 with JB Bickerstaff. They got eliminated in round 2 last year with JB Bickerstaff. They got Kenny, and now they turned that shit into a juggernaut and one of the best teams, bro, since LeBron. So realistically, bro, like listen, it's a lot of things that you need and that you don't need. But the one thing that we do know, coaching makes a hell of a lot of difference.
But that's my point, Leaf. That's my point. We always sit here and talking about the talent and looking at the players, but we underestimating the coaching aspect of it. You feel me? And that's what I think was going on with Detroit. Like they were stockpiling the talent, right, but their front office just been a mess for so long, and their coaching situation never been stable.
Right. So Detroit got that. Orlando, they had injuries this year, so I'll cut them some slack. The other two teams that I'm talking about that's in the same shithouse bucket as the Nets right now, Utah and Washington. What front office that they got over there? Utah got Danny Ainge. Utah got Danny Ainge, and they've been tanking ever since he got there.
They're in a much better position than we are.
Leaf. I think Utah. Hold on, real quick. I will say this. I think Utah is going to turn it around quicker than the Wizards. Absolutely. I think Utah's coaches, they got a really good young head coach, and I think that sooner or later, once they start acquiring the talent, Danny Ainge is going to get them that talent. They're going to be good.
Can I just say this to you, Leaf? The Utah are in a way better position than we are. Danny Ainge has done a masterful trade deadline this year. He acquired so many different assets without having to give up much. And now if they get Cooper Flagg, you have him, you have Lauri, you have a lot of draft cap. Look at the hole they got for Rudy Gobert. Did you guys see the game tonight? Minnesota lost with Rudy and Edwards to a Milwaukee Bucks team missing both Dame and Giannis. Danny Ainge is making out like a king right now with that hole he got.
Listen.
So they are in a better position than we are right now with their clutch of assets.
A lot of what you said made sense, but we got to remember one day in the West. That's number one. So it's going to be harder for them to make that climb past the San Antonio team that they're not better than.
Who's San Antonio? Not much
Sacramento team that they're not better than. It's a lot of teams that they're not even better than Portland. So Portland been making strides. So hold on, wait. But before you say what you're gonna say,
the old guard is ending in the West, though. Leave the LeBron, the Curry, the KD, the James Harden era. That's coming to an end soon.
We've been saying that for the past 3 years, bro. They still.
That may be true.
Danny Ainge. Hold on. Let me say this. The only thing that Danny Ainge really helped out with was making sure Luka went to LA. That's what he was in there for. They put him in there as the third team, a part of the deal, to make sure Luka go to LA so the ratings could go back up. To the ratings to go back up, bro. So LeBron could get another shiny piece, just like Steph could get another shiny piece. They still pushing them niggas in the West. The Eastern Conference is a different story.
Wait, you forget about the whole they got for Rudy. The whole they got for Mitchell. What about the Suns?
All I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying about Utah. I'm not saying they going to turn it around right away. All I'm saying is they have the assets going forward to be good. Like John said, they got all those draft picks. I think Danny Ainge is a mastermind. And contrary to popular belief, I think their head coach is really good.
They
And
head
what
coach
about,
is
and what
really
about the
good,
Suns
but
pick? Leaf, remember the Suns pick they got? They traded 3 bad firsts for that Suns pick, and what the Suns going to do? They couldn't get Jimmy Butler. That was the reason they did that deal. They gave away their last remaining valuable first for a guy they couldn't even get. So Danny Ainge he swindled him. He swindled the Suns right there. A swindle.
Danny Ainge. The only
Masterful.
thing that the only thing that Danny Ainge is selling them Utah fans is hope. That's the only thing that
Oh, they might get
he's
Cooper
been
Flag.
selling
Wait,
them
Leaf, why did
hope.
they get Cooper Flag? That ain't hope. You get your first round draft pick
So
selection there.
so
Then we
Lee,
could have
so
used
so
that.
hey
You're
Lee,
gonna
can I
get
ask you a
Cooper
question?
Flag,
You
and
don't
you're gonna lean on him to turn that franchise around in
And
the
Leaf,
Laurie,
Leaf,
and
West.
Laurie
I mean,
Leaf.
they
I
Market,
got
thought
and they
about
Donovan
got
at
this.
Cole
13. He
Leaf,
Kessler.
turned them
They
around,
got
even though
hold on
they
real
Danny
still
quick.
was in
Ainge.
the
I
finals.
got a
But
question for
Cooper
y'all.
ain't Donovan.
I thought about this, right? So you said about how Utah helped facilitate the trade to for Luka, right? You don't think the NBA is going to look out for Utah because
Yeah,
they
of
did
course
that?
they're gonna look out for them, but at the same time, it goes back to what I said like 5 minutes ago. You're leaning on Cooper Flag to turn the Utah Jazz around, so almost solo handedly, bro.
It's not going to
Laurie
happen
marketing.
overnight, though, Leaf. It's not going to happen overnight. Even when they get
right, when
Cooper,
we
they go.
talk about the picks and them going to teams, y'all be thinking first year. I'm looking at third, fourth
3
season,
years
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
3 years from
okay. All
now.
right, I'm
Like
looking
I'm
at
not
three
looking
fourths.
at the
Okay,
first year.
I'm cool. I'm cool with y'all looking at 3-4 seasons, bro. I'm all right with that, and that sounds very very sustainable for those teams like Utah and Washington. What I'm thinking for us, just because we got Jordy, bro, whoever we get out of these four, the only play Jordy is the only person that could really prove if this draft is really that deep as everybody says it is, because he's the one with 4 picks, and he's the one that's going to figure out if all of these players could really fit on the team. He's the
But
only one
but
that
but
could. He's
here's
the only
but
one
Leaf,
that can do it.
will it be enough to be? Will it be sustainable, and will it be enough to compete for a championship, or will we be just a good feel good team?
That's
That's
why
the
we need
difference.
and that's why we need new management, Joey. Because at the end of the day, you look at this.
That's
We
not
got the
even
draft
the only
capital, right?
question either.
But Joey, we got the draft capital, right? We got the cap space flexibility. We got those 2 important things. What we are lacking right now is the talent and a front office that actually has a direction in mind. We don't have that right now, and we really only have Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney. So you need a whole depth of a core to ever be a serious
Right,
team. We're
right,
not even
right.
there yet. We're living on scrap parts right now. And that's supposed to be good
Here's the
enough.
one thing you got
That's
to
a
understand
problem.
about getting a top pick, bro, on a team that's basically in the garbage. This is the one thing that you got to understand, bro. Like they're
Mhm.
gonna be, the spotlight is gonna be solely on them to turn that franchise around, because nobody's looking at the coach, nobody's looking at the front office. They just looking at the fact that they had a top some pick. Now I understand for Jordy, for us having Jordy, and for us getting the top 3 pick, that's a plus. But we gotta respect the position that we in. The position that we in is the position that we in. I don't listen. If we could turn it around before April, before the last game, I'm cool with that. But as of right now, bro, I have to pivot. I gotta pivot to other shit. I gotta pivot to Derek Queen. I gotta pivot to Kasparis. I gotta pivot to all them other picks, bro, that PT was telling me about, and I actually have to look at them and see if they can help you out with this team, because there's a strong possibility that Ace, Dylan, or Cooper won't be here. I have to look at that. And I have to look at the fact that Jordy Fernandez is a goddamn coaching savant and one of the best coaches that we had in this franchise in years. One of the best coaches
Very,
that we had
very
in
true,
franchise
League.
in years.
That's
Very,
And I have
very.
the
and I
That's
have
that's
to
very,
re-
the
very.
and I have and I have to believe that whatever in the 4 picks that we're gonna get in this first round in this draft, it's gonna work because Jordy is gonna make it work. I
Can I
have to
Right.
just can
believe
I can
that.
I wait? Can I just say this to leave? I respect you for saying that because I have pivoted to the last few weeks, looking at all these other prospects. Like I was looking at every prospect I could, but really leaning to the Jeremiah Fears, the Derek Queens, the Boogie Flans, all those guys. They're all exceptional young prospects that have the potential. But when you say the thing like, "Oh, the Ace, the Cooper, the Harper, it's not even in our wheelhouse anymore," the fact that that might not be possible anymore is a huge disappointment as a Brooklyn fan and as somebody. But that could have been a legit option for us. But the fact is, front office is just taking their hands off the wheel this whole season. It's disgusting. Everybody should
I
be on the
agree
table for
with you,
Brooklyn
but
right now.
we
It should be
deal
off
with
the
it.
table.
We
That's a
gotta deal
problem.
with that, bro. We gotta move on.
But
Move
here's
on.
my thing, Leaf.
We
I,
shouldn't
I,
have
I
had to
agree
move
with you.
on. We could have
Like
had a
I said,
chance at them.
I
We don't
agree
have
with.
no choice. We ain't in the front office. then we don't have no choice.
But
We have to pivot. We gotta move on.
one thing we forgetting, bro, is that we not the only team that's gonna be making moves in the off season. Guarantee a lot of these Eastern Conference teams, bro, whoever they need to add to their teams, they probably gonna get better too. So it's not even just a matter about us getting our picks. We gotta look at the landscape. Luka just went to
we definitely gotta
LA,
look at
bro.
our competition. Yes,
Like we gotta look
LM.
at the landscape and be like, yo, these other teams gonna get better. They probably who to say Brandon Ingram just went to Toronto. Like who to say if they add somebody there, they won't be in the elite
LM,
squad.
I agree with you 100%. But at the same time, we still got to be laser focused on what we're doing. And the only person that could really guide that ship right now is Jordi Fernandez. I don't trust the front office to do what they're supposed to do in terms of making sure that we get the best possible odds. I never trusted the front office to do anything.
But that's just it, Leaf. How can we ever function as a team, as a unit, when the organization and the coaching are on two different stratospheres? You got a coach who doesn't want to take, wants to win with who's ever on this team. You have a front office just sitting on their ass doing nothing. There's no structure. So whoever you put on this team, it's not going to lead to nothing because there is no structure and no plan right now, and that needs to change. We have time to change it.
Listen, hey, for all of y'all that want me to sign a position, bro, to make sure this front office changes in the next year, I will sign it.
You know what my fear is? My fear is that we get a couple of decent little players in the draft, and Jordy coaches them up, but we linger somewhere between a number 5 seed, middle of the pack team in the East that doesn't get out the second round every fucking year.
Hold up. After 1 year,
hold on, Leaf. I'm gonna land a plane. The ultimate goal for me and my Brooklyn Nets vision is us winning a fucking championship. Anything else is uncivilized. If we not working towards
if we in the 5th seed at this time next year, I'm highly excited. I don't know about none of y'all.
Next year,
if we a top 5 team in the East this time next year, I feel like
if we don't get the talent, we're going to middle, even if Jordy is a good coach.
I'm just saying, you just said that we be the top 5 team. That's a good thing.
That's not going to happen, Scott. We have a junkyard squad, Scott. It's not going to happen. Come on.
Wait. If we a top 5 seed with whoever we pick out of this draft,
bro, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Can y'all let me finish landing the plane? I'm not just talking about next season. I'm talking about just period. Like us being a middle of the pack team.
Season.
Oh,
we just gave Utah that. You just gave Utah that.
What are you talking about? I gave Utah that.
Utah can improve.
Yeah, I said Utah can improve in about 2 or 3 years. But what I'm saying is, I want us to pick the right player. Listen to what I'm saying.
We need a front office Scott to do that.
Listen to what I'm saying. I want us to pick the right player that's going to help us compete for a championship in a couple of years. I don't want us to pick good guys, coach guys that Jordy is going to coach up, and we're going to be good, but not good enough to fucking compete and win in this league.
Nobody knows how these players are going to be. Nobody knows. You can get a player and it'll be a bust. What I'm saying is, if we improve,
that's been the risk for every year, though. That's always been the risk.
At the end of the year, we get.
That's always been. That could have been the risk for LeBron. That could have been the risk for KD. That could have been the risk for every generation of talent.
Yeah, that's true.
But you still need talent. You still need
right.
talent.
If you told Cleveland in 2000, if you told Cleveland in 2002, don't tank for LeBron, he could be a bust. Are you crazy?
No, but just plenty of talent.
Like, come on.
There's plenty of talent.
They can still be the same argument applies to 1 through 15. So what does it matter? Why does it matter if we try to get Ace Bailey? I think can be a bust.
LM, I think what the thing is, when you draft higher, bro, now the expectations are higher. When you draft lower, bro, nobody's looking at us to do anything. Nobody was looking at Denver, bro, when they drafted Joker. Look what the shit turned into.
Well, when you're skilled like that,
I feel like that's on the players then, because it's like
since we fucking the tank
up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like that's on the players and the coaching. Like,
Joey, bro, like we don't have no other choice.
What do
I
you
need
mean?
niggas to
We
move
had
on.
but why is it a
We had
hold on. So
AD.
why
That's
is it a
past tense.
why
We
is it a
don't have
bad
that choice
thing?
no more, bro.
Why is
We
it a
not in
bad
the
thing
front office, bro.
why is
As
it
Nets
why is it a
fans,
bad thing to look towards the top of the draft if you want to add talent to this team? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with 13 or 11 because who knows what may come out of that. But
so hold on.
we've seen the top 5 excel in the league for a majority of the time.
Right.
We've seen that.
LM, let's go. Let's stay with the conversation LM and Leaf is having. I want to just continue it with Scott, Ice, and Gary because they were on the panel. I haven't heard much. But shout to the whole panel. Shout to Leaf. Shout to Joey. Shout to LM. Shout to everything. Brooklyn Nets, John, Gary, Iceman, Scott. But we're going to go to Scott on the same thing. Scott, Iceman, and Gary. Y'all talk about it. We just going to listen, man, including myself. I'm going to just listen. I might point guard, quarterback some of the shit, but I just want to hear how y'all feel about the rest of the draft outside of the top 3 picks. What talent do y'all want to see on the Nets outside of the top 3 picks? Let's say we don't get the top 3. Who just to give us 3 players that you know what I mean? Y'all think would be good for the Brooklyn Nets?
You want to go first, guy? You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go.
Let's go first.
I'm gonna give you 4, Breezy. 4 that I like a lot. One I may be a little biased on because he's a Texas Longhorn. That's Trey Johnson. 6'6", can play the 1-2-3, can create his own shot, 3-level scorer, shot maker already. Derek Queen is like Sengun 2.0. Igor Denham, I know people have fallen off on him, and he might not be an A-plus scorer just yet, but he's a 6'9" point guard who can handle the ball and defend multiple positions. He's going to be valuable, especially in a backcourt with Cam Thomas, where he can always defend the better guard. And then I'm going to get the name wrong. John, help me out here. Kamen Maluak. Am I saying
Come
that right?
on, Malu. I guess he like a New Yorker. Come on. There you go.
I mean,
There
he's a
you
game
go.
changer. I mean, like he hasn't reached his potential yet, and he's a bit of a project, but a 7'2" guy that can stretch and can shoot the 3 and can make shots. The sky is the limit for him. Like, it would not surprise me if you look back 5 years from now and he's an all NBA type player. I'm not saying he's definitely going to do that, but the ability is there.
No, I hear you. So that was Derek Queen. Who was the other 2?
Trey Johnson, Igor Denham, and
I like Trey Johnson. I like Trey Johnson.
So again, and Gary, before we go forward, getting 3 of those players, they immediately impact the Nets roster. Do we talking about starters? We talking about guys coming off the bench?
Maluak is probably more of a project, but the upside is so high. The other 3, I think, impact right away. So it's like, do you want to go with the project with the highest upside in Maluak, or do you want to go with someone who's going to help you right away? And I think the other 3, especially Trey Johnson, help you day one.
Day one, he's best scorer in the draft.
I think he's in the top 3. Like I think Ace is probably the best scorer in the draft. We're probably not going to get him right now unless the NBA wants to hook it up for us. But Trey Johnson.
So is it fair to say Trey Johnson is the best scorer outside of the top 3?
For sure. I think 100%. I think he's a better scorer right now than Cooper.
Wow. Okay. All right, man. That's what Gary, before we go to Iceman, can you shout your podcast out?
Oh yeah, BK Nothing But Nets podcast. We're going live tomorrow. John, we're gonna shoot for 12. I haven't heard back from Dylan. Breezy, you free? You want to join us?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm gonna send you a link. If you
what time you said?
Noon?
Noon, yeah. I think I could do it, yeah.
Oh no, wait. 12, hang on. 12:45.
Yeah, that makes better sense.
12:45. Does that work?
I'm down for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I should be available. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a link if you can hop on, Breezy. I would love to have you on.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Or yeah, I'll be there. BK Nothing But Nets. That's the name of the pod on YouTube. Gary, he can throw his link in the chat and make it easy for y'all to follow him. We're gonna keep going around the panel. Shout out to him. Shout out to Iceman. Iceman, talk to us, man. Just shout your podcast out before we get to it, though.
Yo, y'all know the podcast. the tip off of Brooklyn Nets podcast. You heard, you can find it on YouTube.
All facts. Iceman, talk to us, man. You heard Gary picks. And
Yeah.
we know you know basketball. Iceman be knowing these players, man. You talk to Ice. Who 3 players outside of the top 3 you think will be good for the Nets?
Oh, so I agree with Gary, but I got 3 more for you. I'm gonna pick my boy Jeremiah Fears for one. You know what I'm saying? And I got another player most people might not know of, but he's coming up. His name has been blowing up, Magoon Guaf, right? He's a wing player. He can play 3, the 4, and the 5. And you know what I'm saying? He's still working, but he's coming up, and he's 7 foot, handle the rock, all that. And then my center, right? I would go with Danny Wolf, but I'm gonna pick Ryan Kalkbrenner as the third guy.
All right. Tell us why Fizz, and then just tell us why to these players. So why
Fizz? Fairs, right? Fairs is people don't understand Fairs right now. He's an up and coming freshman, still 18, right? But he has a little bit of Russell Westbrook. He has a little bit of another point guard I can't think of right now, but he's in that Westbrook category. Like he could possibly be in the, you know what I'm saying? He does everything. He got stuff to work on, but he's a good passer, good ball handler, good point guard, see the floor. It's hard to stop him from getting in the paint. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But he get 2 feet in the paint, like at will. You know what I mean? He does it at will. So, and he's 6'4". He's a 6'4" point guard. You know what I'm saying?
So he played downhill.
Yeah, and he's the fastest person, as you heard Paz say, he's the fastest person in the college basketball right now as a point guard.
Okay. All right. So what about the other players you mentioned? Tell us why you picked them.
Oh, Magoon?
Yeah.
Yo, he would be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Some people say Bobo, but he's not that. He's more athletic. He looks like he could be more skilled, and he's still learning. And he can play 3, 4, and the 5. You could put him on the wing. You could put him at center. You know what I'm saying? And he does everything, bro. He does everything. He's nothing that dude can't do. And Kalkbrenner, kind of like center for Milwaukee that we had over here on the Nets. What's his name? Give it a name.
Center for Milwaukee, talking about Brook Lopez?
Yeah, he's like a Brook Lopez type center. Kind of big. He can shoot the 3 ball, post game, rebound, block shots. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would pick him up.
And you think these players are all lottery picks, just not top 3?
No, not lottery picks. Just players that I would pick up drafting.
Okay, that's fair. We got the capital, so we definitely gonna pick up more than one player. That's fair. PT joined the panel. Don't want to skip past. Oh, we ain't go to Scott yet. Scott, because we went to Scott, then he went to defer to Gary. So Scott, talk to us, man.
Hey,
what you think about outside of the top 3 players you like? Because I'm slowing it down and ask this question because, we keep winning, bro. Like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
Like, talk to us, Scott. Like,
yeah,
so
I still think we can get something good out of this draft, even in the later round. I really believe that. Igor has fell back on the board. I still think you can't turn down a 6'9" point guard.
Right.
Guy's got 6'9" skills, and he plays it. He can play defense too. So this will be a good pickup. I like the kid from Georgetown, Thomas Sober. The only reason why I seen him play a couple of times, his footwork is good. His hands are tough. People slap at him, and he catches the ball very well in the post. Very well. A lot of people can't do that.
No,
that's just come natural.
You talking about Derek Queen?
Huh?
Who you talking
Thomas Sober.
Thomas Sober.
Thomas Sober.
From Georgetown. He's 6'10". He's a little short, but he got the weight. He's 240.
Yeah.
And his hands are superb.
I
Hands and
would trust
feet
her. I
is
would trust a
nice.
center out of Georgetown. You know what I mean? I would trust a center out of Georgetown.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
plays
Georgetown,
defense.
they
He's
got
going
good
to change,
talent,
stay in the team offense. His background is good. He's young. He's, how old is he?
Georgetown is
19?
ass.
19 years old. But he's already looking like a beast out there. But he plays into the system, so he really doesn't really shine at scoring. He can hit the three, so he shoots pretty well. I mean, you know, he better than what we got. That's for sure. I'm telling you. Danny Wolf is all right. I like Danny Wolf. He's 7 foot, 250.
I seen him have a tough move early on Twitter. He had hit like a step back three. That was tough. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Danny
What
like
about
his
this kid,
game.
Boogie Flan? I keep seeing him in the Nets.
Yeah, he kept dropping back down in the draft board.
We could definitely get
He's
him
a
with our
guard,
20 picks.
point guard. I mean, if I get Igor, I wouldn't even bust sense. But I like Igor's height over Boogie. Boogie is nice though.
Boogie got the speed.
Boogie like
man.
6'2" though, right? He's short, right?
He's short.
But he got the speed. He got the speed, and he's got some scoring chops. I would not
you got
underestimate
4
him.
picks, so I mean, it's not a big deal. There's a lot of international players. A lot of international players at the bottom of that board. I
What
think
about
some
you- what
of them
about you,
can
Bill,
really be
man?
in the middle of the board. To be honest with you.
I'll be, and I'm glad you're speaking on this, Scott, bro, because like I feel like as this season is going on, bro, like I had no choice but to pivot, bro, like to other players and listen, Jay said it weeks ago. Jay said it actually months ago, bro. Like we need to start looking at other players on this board and other players in the first round.
You got 4
Yo,
picks.
Easy was saying that. Wait, Leaf. Easy was saying that months ago. He said, "Gosh damn, you
Yeah,
guys don't
Easy
look at
was
top 3. You got to look at other ones." So
Nah,
shout out to
Pod
Easy,
was
man.
saying that. Pod was
Easy
saying that
said it.
months ago, bro.
Yeah,
That
Easy
ain't-
was saying that,
PT was saying PT was introducing players, bro, but he didn't give a damn about anybody outside of the top 3, bro. Like
That's
because
true.
Because that's how he built the
Easy
board.
and Jay,
dog.
Easy and
You can't
Jay
look
been
at the
saying that
draft
though.
like that.
Hold
That's
on,
not
y'all.
creating
Hold on. I
consensus.
can't let y'all do
Y'all
that. We
gonna
gotta
lie on me while I'm in the room
right,
with y'all? Like that's
right,
just
right,
crazy,
exactly.
bro.
We gotta go to PT. We can't
Wait, who's
just
clown on Pod? Who's clown on Pod?
PT is on right there.
No, who was clowning on him? He said somebody was clowning on him. I was like, who's doing that?
No,
you
I
said
said
lying.
Oh, okay.
PT, just clear the air about what you were saying earlier about the draft. And again, just for starters, he one of the more you know what I'm saying? He's not a novice when it comes to college basketball. He's somebody that's been putting the channel on about the college basketball content.
College
So shout out to
basketball
PT.
savant.
Yeah, right, a savant. yeah. PT, talk to us, man.
Nah, like y'all talking about. Listen, the Nets. If the Nets go into the play-in and they fuck around and win against one of these AFCs that would rather have a draft pick, right? They don't have a lottery pick anymore.
No, that can't
There's
happen.
no lottery pick. Like I don't know. Like y'all keep mentioning Thomas Sorber. Thomas Sorber going 12, 13.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like you're not getting Thomas Sorber.
that's not lottery.
The 14, 1 to 14 is
1 through
lottery.
14 is lottery.
Oh, okay.
You're
The
not in the
lottery was 1 through 10.
You're not getting none of those players.
1
Like
to 14.
Nah, he's 1 through
Brenner.
14.
They got
He's
him
1
at
through
20. But some
Okay.
boards got him at 20.
I don't know, niggas
Yeah,
think
there's a
we
level
think
down.
very highly of this team that's hitting the court right now. Not to mention, bro, like we done
Bro.
played against teams that done sat a lot of players, bro. Like I ain't gonna
The
lie to
only
you.
reason why we're winning these teams is not because we're good, it's because the other teams are tanking. And they're
Yep.
better at tanking than us. So
That's
it's
why
the
they need to
worst-
be fine.
It's the worst mix of the two things. It's one, we're winning games, so we're not gonna get a high draft pick. And then two, we're not even winning games because we're good. We're winning games because we're the only team that's not trying to lose. Out of like
The
10,
only bad team that's not trying to lose.
That leads me to believe that
that
we doing it the right way, and that leads me to believe that we're gonna get a top 3 or top 5.
So,
How's
but I'm
that
just
the right
saying though,
way
is that
though, Lee?
the
When we're
case
winning
or is
over
it
20
Jordy? Because
games.
everybody in here
But
praising
Leaf,
Jordy. Is
I'm
it
not the
Jordy
right
or
way.
is the fact that the other teams are trying to lose? Which one is it?
Yeah.
It's the other teams are
think it's
trying to
both.
lose. The
It's
only
both.
thing that wins in the NBA is talent. It's talent and experience. Experience is a good part of it too. We're the only one that's running out lineups like the ones that we had. And even when we had a chance to tank, we trade for D'Lo. Like it
Makes no
like
sense.
yo,
Makes no
we
sense.
talking about players we can't get. You're not getting Demeen. Demeen not falling under 14. You're
All right,
not
so pick
getting you're not getting
How did we get under 14, bro? What?
I don't
because
think we're gonna go
be,
outside of
We
14.
ain't
To be
going
honest with
that
you,
low,
because
bro.
Bucket.
Stop it, Pod, bro.
okay,
I
You
mean,
like
you can go
you
outside of
mentioning
it.
the absolute worst.
y'all
Stop.
Right,
told me
man.
last
Why
week.
is
Y'all
he,
told
why
me
is he,
last
why
week
he won't go
that we
under
weren't gonna
14?
beat the Sixers. Now we stomped the Sixers. We've won 5 games out of 6.
I didn't
The
think they was
two
How?
gonna
teams
sit
above us,
Embiid and
the
Maxi,
two
bro. Like,
leave,
come on.
leave.
We
The
knew
two
Hey,
Embiid was
Pod,
going
we
to
leave.
We
sit
still in
knew
down.
that
sixth
shit.
place,
Them
We
niggas
bro.
gonna
We
knew
get
he
still
was
the
going to
upset.
sixth best
die.
team in the
God,
league.
Joe.
We
Like
knew
They
that.
don't
y'all,
even have their own
y'all,
pick.
y'all the type of niggas to walk up and fall for the 3-card money thing, knowing that it's a trick.
You, you, you,
Yo, wake up.
wait. You know what's a Pod's point? You know what would be hilarious? We win both those playing games because the teams don't want us to get a top pick. If they willingly lose those games, they still got a top pick. We get in the playoffs, just like he just said. We don't get a top pick. So maybe these teams
We're
are
not
trying to
even in
pick
the
the team.
lottery.
Russo
Like,
might let
no,
us
John, you're
win.
not saying it right. We're not even in the lottery. The
Oh,
two
yeah, that's
teams that
true.
are above
Yikes.
us want to be in the lottery. So
Yeah, but to be fair,
Wait,
even with
wait.
this win, we
We are
still
still in
bottom
the
When the
six.
lottery right
wait,
now. What are we
hold
talking
on.
about?
When Atlanta made the
oh
play
my
in, they
God.
made the playoffs, so they got eliminated in
They
the
got
made the
play-in.
playoffs.
eliminated. They got
They
eliminated in
made,
the play-in.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
okay,
made the
okay,
playoffs.
okay,
So
okay.
if you win the plan, you're out of the lottery. If a team fuck
Right.
around and goes, oh shit, all we got to do is lose and
Where's
just
Yeah.
that
try
where's
hard to
that
win.
rule at? Where's that rule at? If you win the play and you out of the lottery, where's
It's
that
the
rule
Where
at?
it's
is
the
that?
tank rules, Leaf. It's the tank rules. What was
Where's
say
it
What
at?
tank rules?
Where's it at?
What tank
It's
rules?
at the
You gotta
Where's it
type. You
at?
gotta
I
type
need
it
to see
up.
that on the screen,
Ooh,
bro.
look
tank
I
on
don't trust it.
rules.
I don't.
look
No, I
on
need
my
to see that on
timeline.
the screen.
Big Free. Can you
Pot,
see that
Pot, I
already,
want
bro?
wait, Pot. I want to get your response. What do you think
Let
of what
me bring
Scam
it up.
Johnson
I'll bring
said
it up.
tonight,
I'll
Pod?
bring it up.
Hey,
Apparently,
Free.
if you want to
You
tank,
can
you're
say
not a
it,
real
Big
Brooklyn
Free.
fan. Pod, what are your thoughts on that? Apparently, you're
Yeah,
not a Brooklyn fan if you want us to tank the right way. That's what Scam said. I want to get your thoughts on that.
I said something similar early on. Players don't tank. This is all on Sean Marks. This isn't on Jordy. Jordy not doing nothing wrong. He put Sean Marks is the one that came into this season with all these vets, knowing what the mission was. It's not just Jordy. He's putting guys who are veterans on the floor. Cam Johnson is a veteran. These dudes are 25 and up. These dudes are in their 3rd and 4th years. They're fighting for their survival. D'Angelo Russell has no business on the Nets, but it's a team that doesn't care. This is a lame
But
duck
Pod, to
GM,
be fair,
and this.
even with this win, we still bottom 6. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still
Hold
bottom
on.
six. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, we 6-7.
We're
How you
tied.
taking it?
We are tied for 6th and 7th. Look
Pod, you
above
taking
us. Look at the two
Yeah,
teams that's
but I think
Yeah, but
Philly
that
Philly got the
that'll
tiebreaker or
change.
some shit like
That,
that.
you
that'll
taking it
change.
too far
That'll,
though. It's
We
not
still
the
got 2 games
we
left against Philly,
beat
and
bro.
we
Like,
talking
Philly.
about
that'll change.
drafting 3 guys, bro. You way off topic. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so you want me to tell you who I would draft with
Yeah.
where the Nets are going to be?
Where
Nah,
you
just
think we
pick
gonna
just
be
pick
as of right now? Where it's looking like we gonna be?
They're gonna
Yeah,
still be in the
we're
top
gonna be
5.
15th. This is where we're gonna be.
Nah, we're not gonna be 15,
you
Nah,
the
Pod. That's a
only
How?
stretch.
person that think that, bro. Stop.
Yo,
nah, we ain't
you guys
doing
Nobody
that.
else
argue
think
with me.
that but you.
Hold on a second. You
Nah.
guys argue with
Wait,
me,
hold
and
on.
then when it
Let's play devil's
happens, you
advocate
telling
though.
me that I'm the one that's bugging.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let's play devil's advocate though,
If
because
it happened, it
we
happened by
have
chance, bro. Like, ain't
No, it's
nobody
not
think we
by
gonna be
chance.
stop it,
It's
15
about
Leaf.
except for
winning this
him.
bullshit. Leaf, you full of shit. How you saying it's by chance when these niggas is winning these games? It's not by chance.
Yeah, Leaf, no offense, Leaf. You've gone from top 3 with Ace now to 10, 11, 12. Like, we're going them further away from our goal here,
Bro,
man.
first and foremost, listen. The only number I ever said is top 3, and I'm sticking towards top 3, bro. I don't give a damn what
you had
PT
a pick
says,
me
bro.
again.
So Leaf,
I don't.
is now that Jalen Johnson and they've lost. Atlanta has now lost 4 out of 5, losing the last one. I'm looking at the stands right now. So
They lost to the
Atlanta and
Knicks. They lost to the
Chicago.
Knicks just now
Let
tonight
me ask
too.
you a question. Atlanta and Chicago not tanking? You saw Atlanta last year tank the last part of the week to get back into the draft. If you play them in a plan, which they are right now, or to get the plan, you don't think they're gonna tank while we're trying to win?
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Because you don't
I don't know.
ball. If you know ball,
this ain't about ball. You
Same thing
thinking
they did last year.
you trying to put yourself in their
Hold
front
on,
office. You
can
not
we
in their
just
front
let-
office.
I don't have to put myself in their front office.
You not in their front office. You don't know what they gonna do.
Let me play devil advocate because I don't agree, y'all.
Ain't no playing devil's advocate with this shit.
Leave.
Nobody know what
Let
Atlanta
Gary
gonna
chime
do.
in. Wait, Leaf.
That's a
Let Gary
silly ass
chime in real
question.
quick. Let Gary chime in, Leaf.
Atlanta, you notice that the
Gary, can we just say your
argument
pick?
against me is
Can we hear your
always the
pick,
same
please?
thing. You don't know what's gonna happen. What are the probable things? That's not an argument.
Wait,
saying
let
you don't
Gary
know
make
what's
his
gonna
point
happen.
real quick.
That's not
Wait,
an
Pod,
argument.
let Gary make his point real quick.
John, hold on, John. I want PT to say his picks. Then we go to Gary, but he still didn't say his picks.
He don't want to, Breeze. Don't you get it? He knows where he stands on all this.
Yeah, Kalkbrenner, I'll give you that.
Right. What I said.
Dink paid out of
I
the
like Dink Pay too.
big. I watched 2 horrible games from him, but he's gonna be down there. Kalkbrenner, Dink paid, and who else? Who's gonna be like 28?
Will Riley.
Wolf
Will Riley's gonna go in the Will Riley will go like 14, 15.
Rashad Flemings would be nice.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
like maybe Jace Richardson will be down there.
Jace Richardson. I think he a project.
I
ain't
like
gonna hold
Jace
you.
Richardson, man.
He's the project. He's not very athletic. He's not like his brother. His little brother who's coming out next year. His little brother is a freak. It's like his dad with a jump shot. But
Damn, this should sound like 2026 is gonna be on steroids, bro.
Yeah, fortunately, you won't be a part of it, LM.
I can't wait to see what next year gonna be like, bro. If we tripping over this year, next year gonna be a movie, bro.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be involved from early.
Hold on, y'all. I just want to say these are some of the scouting reports on these players. You know, Iceman, he mentioned Jeremiah Fairs. They say Fairs is surprise, instant production, dynamic player is one of the youngest players in college.
You're nowhere near the draft fears, yo. Nobody. Don't,
Hold on, PT. He said they say basketball spark his meteoric rise into
meteoric,
yeah, legit lottery talent with tremendous upside. He's an explosive and creative shot created with natural scoring instincts, shot making versatility, playmaking upside, and defensive tools. They say there might not be a better landing spot for Fitz to maximize his talent while learning how to become a long-term pro, both on and off the floor in Miami. It wasn't too long ago, after all, that the Heat struck gold by drafting another young guard from Illinois in Dwayne Wade. Okay, they got him getting drafted number 14.
It's Jeremiah or Jeremy?
Jeremiah.
This is a good looking site, Breezy. What site is this, Breezy? This is on.
It say no ceilings. I thought so too, John.
No ceilings. It looks great. This is better than the draft reports Hoops was posting up, man. This doesn't even look like the information.
Maybe Nolan Traore falls down there.
Hold on. But look, just to give y'all a glimpse, and y'all could throw a play out there that y'all think I should read about. But VJ Edgecombe, they got him going 4.
He's moving up. He's catching up, man. I would definitely be interested in investing in him.
They got They got Kaman from Duke going 5.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he's the prototypical center. He's 7'2". He runs the floor. He can shoot the 3, and he's a baby. He's only 18 years old, and you saw him play against grown men in the Olympics and handle his own. He's good, but
Man.
that's another player out of our reach.
If the Raptors get him with Ingram and Scotty Barnes, yikes. They're going to be a better team.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's a fucking problem.
We got the Knicks, we got the Celtics, and the Raptors all getting stronger, and they're an artificial.
They got us.
He's all right. I wouldn't
Knicks
give
is
him
not
a
getting stronger. Bro, stop it.
Don't
Wait,
say
what?
that on this page, man. Don't say that on this page.
They got Cooper going to Washington.
Goddamn tangerines is not getting stronger.
Don't say the Knicks.
I ain't gonna lie. This I
No, I'm not trying to say that is that they're stronger than us right now, but you look at all the teams in the East compared to where we are, we have a lot of ways to go, with all due respect, and we should be on that path, but who knows at this point.
I ain't gonna lie. This I pick. I'm throwing my TV across the floor, bro.
Wow, we're gonna get cock and nipple, LM.
Name a tanking team that went sideways like
nipple for Knipple.
LM, why you chose violence if we pick Casper's
I'm being sarcastic. I wouldn't be mad, but at the same time, it's like, bro, this it's tough for me because like I said,
all-star talent. You watch him play. If you watch him play,
but not only that, like for example, right, like the Spurs been watching Victor. Oh shit! The Spurs been watching Victor Wembanyama since he was 15 years old. So it's like these scouts in the front office, they watch these players and they know who gonna hit the league. Same thing with the players. They know who gonna hit the league, who gonna be the nice talents. They already know before we do. Like, this draft is gonna be this draft is gonna be.
Y'all say that, but all of my drafts got Kasparis going before Igor, and y'all talking about how good Igor gonna be, and Kasparis is before him in every mock draft.
And that don't matter because Igor can be better in the league than Kasparis. We don't know. Like, I get it. You can rate a guy can always be rated higher than a player. That's always been in the draft. But we seen the guy that's been rated lower be better than the guy that's been rated higher.
Everybody is saying, I don't know, if all the experts are saying Kasparis is better than Igor, I mean, that's not
the reason.
And sometimes they can be wrong too.
People who look at box scores. The box scores say one thing, but if you watch them play, I'm just saying, just pull up the highlights, and you'll see that Yegor does the impossible. Like, Yegor makes passes that you go, what the fuck? And he's 6'9".
So,
the next level, you gotta have something that's unstoppable. A point guard that's 6'9", he should be all right. And then the other dude, Kasparis, even the people who like him know he's slow. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not that fast. If he can't turn the corner in college, I don't know what he's gonna do against NBA players. Maybe he's great, but I don't see it.
Wait, let Ice chime in.
Nah, Kasparis, I think why they put him on over is because of his offense, right? He's not good defensively, and like Pod just said, the rest of that stuff. But like his step back three, you know what I'm saying, create a little bit. They see a little bit of Luka in him. You know what I mean? As far as what they say, and that's why they got him rated higher. It's just his offense looks a little bit more smoother than Yegor's, I would say, from their point of view. That's why he's ranked higher.
Yeah, he could score better. That's all.
Whoever
he's a good shooter,
better talent.
Yeah, well, you need shooting.
He's like
personally, he's not in my top 5.
Steve Nash, that's what he's like. But he's
without
the court, without the.
Did you just say Steve? Did you say Steve Nash? I'm out. No thanks. Anything related to that guy? No.
That's what he's like. He's like he keeps his dribble. He's steady,
which is important.
You know what I'm saying? He's a steady player. He's gonna play 10 years in the league for sure. But he's not. He might get one All-Star on a fluke. He's not talented. Like he's
not gifted with
But he's gonna have a steady career. He's gonna be good if he gets
but
on the
he
right
understands
team.
the game, though.
You're gonna like him. He's not gonna be a bust. but he's not fast. He's not crafty. Like you don't never see like a dribble package that make you go, oh shit, that nigga nice. Like he's a European point guard.
He's solid.
Okay.
He's solid. So it's not.
He's solid, though.
So he's solid.
Just to prove to your ass,
he's
bro, like,
solid.
this shit
He's
don't
solid.
fucking work.
He's nothing to write home about. But
Let's just put it.
Yeah,
let's just
like,
put it this way.
Like
Him and
before the
Igor,
game, they had
passed just as
Dylan
well as
Harper at
Igor do.
69%
Yes.
at the rim. By the
And
end of
he's
the game,
shorter.
a bad game. But by the end of the game, he was
Yeah,
back
I'm not
over
going up
70%.
Nah, I ain't going there.
And
I already
you know,
did 6'6". Ain't doing that shit.
he's back to 70%, and that's
I already
like
got 6 right there.
with the mute up, man. With comparisons to like the best players that are in the NBA right now, and they're at the rim scoring. Like it looks like that's one of the most important things. Like, he gets to the rim, and he shoots a high percentage at the rim. Like Dylan shows you what a superstar will look like. This dude, not really.
He's not in my top list.
It could be 2020. It could be 50-50. Like
So
I
hold
said,
on, hold
like
on.
you don't know.
So hold on, let me ask the I mean, whoever know college basketball the best. Well, I'll just throw out a wild guess. I just say we could pick as high as the Caspers, and we don't pick them instead. Kind of like what Boston did with Fultz and Tatum. Like, yeah, we could get him, but we don't. So y'all got Yago better than Caspers.
As far as vision goes and responsibility, I think Yegor would handle responsibility better than he would.
We have a 6'3" shooting guard, so you need a point guard that has size to make that work together. Like if Cam makes it where it's smart to get a point guard that has length. But you pause. But I don't know. Like him like I like Fears over almost all the point guards for just on upside, but he's not better than but Fears right now is not better than in numbers wise than Caspers.
So you like hold on, let me ask you this, Pod. You like Fears better than Igor?
Yeah, when I watch his games, I look at a player like,
Yeah, Fears is way. I like Fears better too.
That player could become like, because he's so young and he's so just touching like the surface of what he could be. His speed, it's so obvious that he play at a different gear than everybody else. Like the other ones aren't like that. The other ones don't have his speed.
Why couldn't we get Fears though? I mean, I think he'll probably be between 6 and 10. I think that's where we're gonna be at.
What do you think an NBA comp is for Fears? Jaden Ivey?
No, they got Fears at 14, I think.
For real?
If we could trade one of our vets to move up
they got
in the draft,
Fears
we could have
around
a crack at
14.
Fears.
I think they got him at 14
I
to
feel
Miami.
like Caspers is a Sean Marks guy though. Like I could see them.
Oh, he should have nothing.
He might
to do
be.
with
He
that
might
draft.
be.
Isn't Igor though? Isn't Igor Denham a Marks guy?
Yeah, I think
he
so.
is too.
It
I think
I think if you get Yegor, I think Claxton benefits way from Yegor a lot.
Yes, he do.
He's going to benefit a lot, bro. The pick and
lot.
roll on that is going to be.
Clax
If you get Yegor, the pick and roll is going to be nasty. Clax eating.
It'd be nice if we get a new center in this draft. It really would be. There's so many good options in this draft.
Igor to Clax.
I'm just saying because it doesn't seem like even if I don't because Sean Marks is allergic to centers. So I mean, it may seem like Claxton is going to be here regardless if you like it or not. No, I
done fucked up now, right?
I didn't bring him up in a bad way, bro. I didn't bring him up in a bad way.
He beat a no center tonight. Let's applaud that.
I'm just saying if you get Yegor, Claxton. If you get Yegor, Claxton definitely gonna benefit. That's probably why he said what he said tonight.
Man,
like,
Claxton,
I know what y'all doing.
Claxton will feed families.
No,
Claxton is eating with D'Lo. Just seeing him on the court with D'Lo.
But Yegor is better. Do you think Yegor is better than D'Lo?
Not right now. I think he will be.
Yo, y'all think they're gonna give?
So it is what it is, man. We get. It
They
sounds like
shouldn't. Todd, they shouldn't. There's no point.
I don't want to hear shit.
I
I want to know.
I just came up here. I've been sitting in the chat,
Are-
listening, and everybody crashing the whip because we got 120 freaking games.
I
I know by
don't
probabilities.
feel
I
bad.
know about all these things, but we're still in the bottom 6 in the league.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
understand.
Priest, we're gonna be in the
how-
play-in soon. If there's only 2 teams playing out of that.
Hey, y'all been talking this whole time. I just got here.
time.
Let Priest cook.
Go ahead, man.
Oh
We
man.
just try to talk with
We're
you.
not getting nowhere near no damn play-in. No,
Just go
because
ahead,
can I get
We're
a point
a
out
game
before
out.
you talk with me though?
That-
I
look,
understand
don't
you,
make
PT.
me
I'm not
start
talking.
subbing,
My
y'all.
mic was muted.
I'm just don't understand where we get this we finna make
Go
the
in the
playoffs,
playoffs.
because that's the only way we don't get a lottery pick is if we make the playoffs.
They're
If
gonna
y'all
make the
think this
playoffs.
group of players is gonna make the playoffs,
This group of players is going to make the playoffs because
Horty,
the 2 teams
don't
above us
estimate Horty.
is tanking.
It's going to make
The-
the play in. It's not going to make the play.
They're gonna make the
No,
play
they're
in
gonna make
probably.
the
Do not
No, I don't know
estimate
about the
Horty
playoffs.
Fernandez.
They're going to
We might make the
play in
play in, not
and
the
win.
playoffs though.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
That's how
I
they
don't
get to the
see it.
playoffs.
Aren't we 2 games back from the play-in?
Yeah.
One
Like,
and a
come
half.
on. We're supposed to be here right now.
We are 1.5
Crazy.
games back. We're tied.
But the way
we're
the draft
tied with
is,
Philly.
you can make the play-in and still get a top pick.
No, it's
No, not if you
because
win.
You can make the play-in and still
Jordy,
get a
but you
top
No,
pick.
gotta
not if
understand we
you
got
win.
Jordy, man. Jordy is a curator of the culture, baby.
Well,
Hold on. Let's get back to Gary. I wanted to hear what Gary's going to say. I wanted big
because
piece
the
of Gary.
East is
Yeah,
garbage,
let
bro.
me. You guys are making this out to be. I'm now pissed off that in January and December, Sean Marks tanked like he did, and he sat everybody when they could have been playing. Like when I went to the games in January 6th and January 8th against the Pacers and the Pistons, they were sitting everybody, and you know they all weren't hurt because they were trying to lose.
they
If they would've
have no
played those-
direction.
You guys are upset because this team is way ahead of schedule. Like last year, Houston was way ahead of schedule. Now they're a 4 seed. The year before that, OKC was way ahead of schedule. And
That's
now
right.
they're the best team in basketball.
No,
right.
This is
no,
not
you
a
got
bad
that.
problem.
You saying
just
it
have to
wrong.
change.
You saying it wrong, Gary.
No,
Let
Let Gary finish that. Let Gary finish his point. Let Gary finish his
Let him finish
point.
his point, Patty.
You just have to
Saying it
change
right.
direction now. And now instead of trying, you're already closer than you think you are, right? Now you're just missing the star. You have the role
Yo,
players.
how
in
many
place.
of these players are coming back?
You don't know that.
I don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Gary,
What
the thing
star?
is, Gary,
What
you
star
know
we
what
getting?
we
Because a
think
lot of
is
us is
sustainable, Gary.
What
A lot
star
of
we
us
getting
don't
in
think
the
it's
NBA?
sustainable, Gary.
Yeah,
You don't
signed
know.
D'Lo.
Upset because
One
they're
mic,
not ahead of
One
schedule.
mic.
One mic. Hold on. I want to
Gary,
let
are they
Gary
signing
big.
D'Lo?
Can we ask what star Gary think we gonna get?
Gary.
D'Lo,
Y'all got to let them finish so I can get off too.
let me address this.
Go ahead.
I would
Pause.
say it's better than 50-50. D'Lo's
Pause,
back on a
yeah.
1-year deal next year.
Yo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nice
Hold
one,
on.
Priest.
Hold on. Let's go to Big Priest. Who you want to return on the next season?
Anthony.
I think right now, I like Keon. Coming back. It depends on what we draft.
As a starter,
right? If we get as a role player,
Starter.
Let me just say this one thing.
Who's your starting 5 next year?
Hang on, guys. Hang
Hold
on.
on. Let Gary. Let
me say this one thing.
Hold the question.
We've been trying to lose every game for months, right? We've been down 2 or 3 starters most of the season, right? We're still down 2 starters. We've won 6
I
or
can't
7.
tell.
We're 1 game out, or game and a half out of the play-in. If we would have played this game seriously, we'd be ahead of Miami. But we've been trying to lose.
And then
You can't tell, Gary. That's the point. We can't tell.
But Gary, here's the thing, though. It's not sustainable. A lot of us don't feel it's sustainable, and we feel like it's fake because a lot of the teams we're playing are trying to lose. So
but
it's
if
like
you're talking
fool's
about
gold.
it's not sustainable when we get into the second half of the season, and contrary to popular belief, Philadelphia is not trying to lose. They
Yes,
are
they
in
are.
the second.
Priest, have you seen that beats, man?
No, Philly's not. But that's
Yo,
just
let
one
him
team, though.
let him
Philly's not.
finish, bro.
Philly is just ass.
That's
This
crazy,
getting
bro.
crazy Claxton for not facing a center tonight. Come
For
on.
no reason.
Time
Nothing
out.
wrong with
Maxi injured, no?
Time out. I had to sub PT and John so Big Priest could finish saying what he was saying.
Shit crazy. This shit is wild. Yo, this shit is wild as hell.
I'm only doing it because they won't let him finish his tape.
Nah, go ahead, Freeze.
The reason why I say that is because Philly is in the second apron. All that money they got tied up in cap, they are not trying to lose. So if you got Toronto just traded for Brandon Ingram, we mad that we traded for D'Lo. They got an all-star, and he's going to play this year because they're not going to sit him with all that money, right? They probably still will be a lottery team, but these teams are making winning moves, is what I'm saying. Embiid sits every other game for the past 3 or 4 years anyway, so that Maxey has been carrying them, and if Maxey plays today, we lose. Right,
Priest. They said Brendan Ingram is they don't know when he coming back. You think that's a lie, or they don't
have?
They know.
They don't have a timetable.
They don't have a date for him, but he will play after the All-Star break.
I mean,
Yes, he
Priest,
will.
I think that it's not a one-size-fit-all type of thing. I think that's true for Philly, but it's not true for teams like the Wizards. It's not true.
No, I understand that, but I never see. But this is my thing, Joey. This is my thing, Joey. I never had any kind of delusions of grandeur or catching them top 3 teams or bottom 3 teams in this case. I never had any delusions of grandeur of catching them teams that will put players out there to specifically. But we ain't saying nothing about Utah beating the Lakers today. But these teams are going to be in the bottom 3.
Then why do we trade our Suns picks away, Priest? If we were never going to catch these teams, why trade away the most valuable capital we could have had?
We weren't.
We didn't know. We did not know Phoenix was going to be this trash. Let's keep it.
They had Bradley Beal's contract. Has he been good the last 3 years? No, he literally bombed that team because of his contract.
They had KD, Book, and Bill.
And what has KD done since the Warriors? He can't.
And they added Tyus Jones in the offseason. We thought that was going to be a top 10.
Horrible. Come on.
If you actually believe that this Brooklyn Nets team is going to make the playoffs, then I am not the one that's delusional.
Priest, I'm not saying that, but the play-in is what's delusional right now, and everybody's praising Walmart guy and Reese Beekman. Like, can we wake up and smell the roses in here? This organization doesn't know what they're doing.
So putting Tucson on the court. Hold on. So you mean to tell me that putting Tucson on the court for 25 minutes a game is a team trying to win games?
D'Lo on the court. Tucson's just a part of it, but D'Lo is one of the main reasons. That guy shouldn't be on the team right now. Why not just buy him out and let Killian Hayes
before D'Lo got here, everybody was talking about how trash he was. So I don't understand that. Yeah, players get with Jordy and play above what they're doing.
That's true.
That's a good thing.
Because this is funny.
Put D'Lo on the court. I got
I'll put it like this. Keon Johnson has topped his career high like 4 times this season.
Yeah.
Because he's desperate for a job. I would do the same thing if I was
I don't understand why y'all keep talking about Reese Beekman. No one has a Reese Beekman as their point guard in the NBA. Like no one.
Breezy just put him at the point a few hours ago.
Tank. It makes sense.
Breezy just put Beekman at the point a few hours ago.
Yeah, that's what Breezy wrote.
I'm saying, because he's the top tanking. I said who will be the tanking team.
But that's my point. No one has a Reese Beekman. Y'all saying because he's on a roster, like you gotta play him because you know they're trying to lose. Like none of them teams has a Reese Beekman as a point guard.
No, Utah has Isaiah Kyer. Portland has Scoot Henderson and the other boy.
Well, he come off the bench, but I think Simon start.
Yeah, Anthony Simons is all these teams, by the way, has better players than us. Toronto has Emmanuel Quickly. All these teams, nobody is just putting
probably
these people right because number one, if you have healthy players. And the doctors don't sign off on players being hurt, the league will fine you. And I know that don't matter to us because it ain't our money. But these teams ain't trying to pay fines because $100,000, $200,000 because you are sitting players that are healthy players.
Can I
That's
say
what
this
half
real
of them have
quick?
been doing,
Can I
though,
say this real
Priest.
quick, guys? I just want to get this
Okay.
these two lines in. I think we stuck at 5 and 6, man. We not moving from
We're in
no
that
lower
area.
than
I
the
agree.
bottom 5. We not.
I agree.
We either gonna be the bottom 6
So
or
you
bottom
think even
5.
with those, even with the top, even with us being 5 or 6, you still think that leads to us probably
Yes.
guessing top 3?
Yes. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Believe that. I
Yes.
believe that.
That's a massive gamble, but okay.
It's all a gamble because it's a lottery.
What you
No,
gonna
we
do?
didn't guarantee ourselves. We're on a high wire right now because our organization
We
doesn't know
can't
what they're
guarantee
doing.
ourselves shit, but the fifth
John,
pick. That's the
John,
only
but-
thing
but-
we can guarantee ourselves.
John,
That's
but
it.
And I got a fool like Cam Johnson tell me I'm not a real Brooklyn fan. Get out of here, dude. Nobody wanted you on the Suns team on Brooklyn.
John,
Come
even
on.
if you get bottom
I
3,
wanted
Deal with
them on
people
Brooklyn.
sabotaging our
We
future.
I
seen-
right
wanted them
now.
on Brooklyn.
John, we seen teams
You're in
that
the
are
party
bottom
one.
3 in the past few years, right? We seen teams that are bottom 3 end up with the 6th pick, the 7th pick, right? Like
Yes.
it is not a guarantee just because you top 3 that you gonna
Yes.
get 1, 2, 3, or even 4.
Yep.
It's not.
Yes.
You have a shot at top 5 at least, the very least, at the very
Possibly,
least.
possibly, but
Right.
it's all in the
If you
hands.
go-
It's all
see,
in the
this is
hands
the
of the
thing.
NBA.
This is the thing, and this is where I empathize with Jay. If you're paying for tickets to go to these games and you lose and you're the worst team in the league, right? And you end up with the 5th pick, you know how disheartening that is?
Yep.
Definitely. Heartbreaking.
What about second
You're
and third?
paying-
What about
cause
second
see-
and third and you get the third and fourth
I
pick?
don't see.
That's
I don't
a
live there, so I
heartbreaker.
can't go to all the games, right? But if I'm going to every single game, and these people, I'm trying to keep it PG, and these people is getting their teeth kicked in, and you get the 5th pick. Everybody, come on, man, like. And I've seen
I don't
it
look
time
at it
and
that
time
way,
and
though.
time again, though. But I've seen it time and time and time again. I like what I don't think the front office needs to get replaced because I like the culture that is being set.
Yeah, me
So
too.
when you look at these guys, every single player, whether it's Tucson, whether it's Keon, whether
Playing
it's
real hard.
White, what is it? White. God damn, I forgot his name. He don't play it now.
Whitehead's not even playing, but yeah.
Whether it's Whitehead, whether it's Clowney, whether it's whoever they put on the court, Zaire, whoever they put on the court, these guys are competing. This is why we're winning games, not because of talent. We're winning games because we're competing harder than these other teams. So that's a culture that will transfer
To
for
other
when you
players.
get your talent.
Yeah.
Maybe they might see that in the higher ups and be like, you know what, this team they not sitting guys, they playing hard. You know what, they top 5. Let's give them the top 3 pick. They
I'm Adam
deserve it.
Silver right now. Man, you guys gave Walmart guy a promotion to your team. I got to invest in you, man.
So
Come on.
I'm gonna say this because I remember Sean Marks.
That would be
just
something
asking
funny.
Sean Marks about this, and he said if Jordy wants to go out there, he said Jordy told me he wants to go out there and try to win every game. I told him go for it. He said, "Who am I to get in the way of culture?" That's what Sean Marks said.
And that's a horrible boss, Joey. That's a horrible boss to say something like that.
How's that a horrible boss?
Because we've developed a winning culture, have a winning system, have a premier defense, because you're going to get less ping pong balls. We have all the cap space in the world. We can go sign a superstar. You guys are getting pissed off over the wrong stuff. Like, we have less ping pong balls, but we're winning games left and right. It's like,
what's
So
the point?
and Gary, Gary, if you had told me, and Gary, it's kind of why if you had told me this in November, I would have been like, "What are you talking about?" But now that we're here, I've kind of just left it to it is what it is, because at the end of the day, rather we're bottom 3 or bottom 4 or whatever, it's not guaranteed we get 1, 2, or 3 anyway. All of this shit is a risk, and it's a hope of hoping that these dudes, whether people believe it's rigged or not, rig it for us to be like, yo, give Brooklyn a top 3 pick. Like, it doesn't matter if we were bottom 3 or
here's
not.
the thing. But LM, here's the thing. We're relying on our economic equity to get a top pick. We're not relying. Wait. Let's just one thing, please. LM. We're relying on our economic equity to get us a top pick because we're 4th richest franchise. Not because we have a resume or any championships under our belt. We're relying on our economic equity to get us a top pick. Now, will that be good for Adam Silver? Maybe, but still, I wish we had the talent to justify or some type of resume, but we don't because we have a bad management. So unless the economic equity is good enough, that's the only way we're going to get a top pick. Is it because of what we're doing financially? And I don't even think that's a great thing personally.
The only
Let's
way
get
I
more than
feel
that.
like the only way that I feel like that we don't get where we need to be is if we make the playoffs. And there is nothing that I've been seeing from this team, even though they're playing hard, that shows me that we're gonna make the playoffs. I know y'all might disagree. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't
But
know,
and
Priest, when Cam Thomas come back.
Oh
I
man,
don't even
Cam
know, and that's
Thomas, here we
another
go.
player that we're sitting. We're sitting so many players,
And
but
we're
we're
winning.
That's the
That's what I'm
point.
saying. Like this is
That's-
like these are good problems to have. We're sitting 2 starters all the time, and we're winning games. But we're gonna have less ping pong balls. Like we have a winning culture. We have our coach in place. Ben Simmons is gone. Like these are all good things.
To
And
be
we're
fair,
winning
as
games.
tankers, we can't sit here and be like, "Yo, it's Sean Mark's fault." Like, I get it. Part of you don't make the trade for D'Lo. That was stupid. But at the same
I
time,
don't
you
think
can't
that
be
was
here.
stupid though, because you don't trade. You traded Schroeder, right? You traded Schroeder, right? So even if you you don't like the freaking the D'Lo move, you got a player now. You can really see. Okay, if I get the right players in here, what can Claxton be? What can this person be? What can
Right.
Clowney be? Now you're still seeing that if you just put Beekman in the game, you can't even properly
But
evaluate
the
your
tankers
players.
don't like
What
D'Lo here
about
because
Killian
look
Hayes?
at what he
Priest,
did.
what about
Look at what
Killian
he did
Hayes?
I
He's
see
been
tonight.
what
in the D League for months
no,
now.
I
What
see
about
what
Killian
But when you
Hayes?
Priest is
look at
saying.
what
He's
D'Lo
saying
did
that you
tonight,
need a
it's like, yo,
Priest
you
is saying
ruining
that you
our
need a competent.
chances.
Hold on. Priest is saying that you need a competent point guard in there to help develop these young guys.
Yes.
What
No,
about Killian
Joey, I don't
Hayes? Why
disagree.
is
I
he in
don't
G League
disagree,
then? There was no point to
but
bring him up.
to play
Killian
devil's
Hayes is
advocate.
not a point guard.
I don't disagree, but to play devil's advocate, I don't disagree with that at all. But what I've been seeing on Twitter is that D'Lo is possibly better than Schroeder at this point. You traded for him instead of just bringing Killian Hayes up, and
Yeah.
now this is what he's doing,
Yeah,
ruining our odds more.
We should have just
I
brought
don't
up Killian
necessarily
Hayes,
agree with
man.
Yeah,
it.
but
Then we
I
had a
I
feel
don't
like you
deal.
agree with
can't
that
have
sentiment,
both,
but
right? You can't have both. You can't sit here and say you trying to develop guys, but then you want to look unorganized and look like shit and lose games at the same time.
Right. And
Can't do both.
But that's part of tanking, though.
You
To
can't
make
do
mistakes.
both.
at the time Schroeder
But
was there, he looked
let me
better
tell
than
you so.
D'Lo.
Let me say this. Let me say this. This is just my opinion. There is a reason why teams like Detroit, Washington, all these teams are bad so much or
So
so long.
long.
All these
Yep.
teams are never
'Cause they
in a
tank.
position to win anything because they don't have the right type of they don't have the right type of stuff going on with their roster. They don't. I mean,
I think Detroit got a culture now at this point. I think
Yeah, I
they got.
think
I
Detroit's
think
now
they
way
got it
better
figured
than they
out.
were 2-3
I
years
think they
ago.
got
'Cause
it
they have their
figured out now.
superstar
I
and a
think
good
Because they
coaching
have a
staff.
better
now,
coach.
but
they got a
Detroit
better
has
coach,
been.
right?
But see, this is what we. This is the thing about that. Detroit has been bad since Chauncey Billups and them dudes played
That
there.
was a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we trying to do that?
Well, high key, but I don't know. Blake Griffin was on.
Yeah, that's what
I
we're
ain't gonna
trying
lie,
to do.
Priest.
We're trying
Blake
to be the
Griffin was on
Pistons, baby.
steroids
Let's
when he was
go.
there. Wasn't that the last time they made a playoff?
They
My
complain.
When
God,
Blake
They're
Griffin
bro.
was on
complaining about
steroids,
winning.
steroids
You know
in
they're going to
Detroit.
complain if they lose. They
We
already
have
complain.
we have one of the most chaotic organizations in NBA. Every
No,
year
we
it's a
don't.
roller coaster ride. Scott, be honest with me. Every year it's been a roller coaster ride for this
Yeah,
team.
but
Have we ever developed real consistency? Has there been
I
a team
listen.
here more than
John,
3 years?
I
It
would
But
you
listen.
that's
rather
what
be?
they're
no,
Would you
it
doing
rather
hasn't.
be?
now, and
Would you
you're
rather be
mad
our
at them
front
for it.
office? Would you rather be our front office, or would you rather be Washington's front office?
I would rather be in an office where I have a team that actually knows how to
Wait,
develop
you
a
didn't answer the
structure, a
question.
plan.
You talked
This team
around it.
hasn't shown you that. Everything is a year by year
Would
thing.
you
It's
rather
never
be?
a step by step.
But I think what we're saying is Washington, for what Washington is doing, it is a possibility they could get a top 3 pick, but there's also a possibility that what they're doing might not land them anywhere.
Might be
Because
a
the
flop.
because the
Even if they
league is
get a
about
top 3
money.
pick, that might
Because
not
this
work
is the
out for
thing.
them.
This is the thing that we
They
got to
just got
understand.
they
The
just got
league is
high draft
hemorrhaging
picks.
money, right? The league is hemorrhaging money. That Luka trade put a little bit more interest into the league. However, they are hemorrhaging money, and they want these players, these Cooper Flags and these to be in markets too where they can excel, because so that the next generation can continue to grow the league. Right now, we're putting ourselves in a place to where we might fit that mold.
How though, Priest? We were
Hold on,
literally
hold on.
living year
Hold
by
on.
year.
Let me add to that, Big Priest. Again, this is my talking point to that. I really feel like when it comes down to draft picks, Toronto Raptors, they one of the original Dundadas. I'm not gonna lie. When they came as an expansion team, you see they got David Stoudemire, they got Vince Carter. They did a lot of big things with their high draft picks. So them in the conversation, I get it, but they don't necessarily going to get the top 3. I doubt that happens. The Charlotte Hornets is another team. They, you know what I'm saying? They get high draft picks, but they ain't really had no motion after they get these high draft picks. Utah Jazz, I don't really remember them getting a high draft pick. I'm talking about like top 3, top 5 draft pick in a long time, to keep it real with you. The Pelicans,
Not a long time.
Okay, hold on.
I think the last one that the Utah got was Darren Williams. Maybe.
That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. So
Darren
I'm saying that to
40 years
say,
old.
I'm saying that
That's
I'm saying
nasty work.
Hold on, I'm saying that to say the Pelicans, they dropped the ball. So again, with Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, say what you want, but they dropped the ball. You want more out of your number 1 draft pick than what you got from Zion. You want more than the number 2 draft pick and what you got from a Brandon Ingram. You just do. And with the Washington Wizards, they stay dropping the ball. You know, anytime they get high draft picks, they never amount to a diddly squat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they had Wall. Wall was decent. Wall and Bell. You can say Wall and Bell.
Nice, but I'm saying what
that
I'm saying
was
is
a long time ago too.
That was
from like 2010 to what? 2018, 2019.
No.
That
And they
one they had.
still, even with Wall and Bill, they still didn't build anything that the league can really focus on to say, okay, now this market is going to be this, that, and the third.
Now, Big Priest,
Unless they saw them go the point guard route with John Wall and be like, maybe we could repeat it with Dylan.
No. But what I'm saying
I don't
is,
see
no,
Dylan
what I'm
going
saying
to Washington.
They didn't build the winner though. The team wasn't good.
Hold on. Let Breezy land the plane, y'all.
Right. Me landing the plane safely is basically the teams that have worse records than us didn't shake the scene when they had their top draft picks. Right. Why would the NBA want to put so much energy into them just because they got the worst record? Somebody look, for instance, even Trae Young, for example, with Atlanta. Say what you want, but Trae Young got Atlanta Hawk fans in a frenzy. I'm not saying if Trae Young left, it would be the same reaction as Luka, but trust me, they would not be happy as a fan base. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that to say that Atlanta is a market that the NBA could focus on and make moolah. You know what I'm saying? They making money hand over fist since Trae Young came there. You cannot tell me that franchise hasn't made more money since Trae Young's been there. And what I'm saying is that's not the case or the same thing for for the Charlotte Hornets when they got you could count LaMelo Ball.
Hey Breeze, you got to put player one's comment up there because it kind of is a good rebuttal to what you're saying, bro. I mean,
okay. All right, hold on. He's saying I'm not saying NBA drafts haven't been rigged before, but think they only rig it for bigger marketable markets is laughable. If that's the case, why did Zion end up with the Pels and not the Knicks? But I didn't go it, but I didn't say nothing against this talking point. I don't know if it is, it isn't. But again, if we just talking business and y'all saying it's entertainment, then that makes my point even further because the difference between the the Pelicans is the only reason why because they really did win with Anthony Davis, quiet as cat,
bro.
But LeBron messed that whole package up. You know,
the Pelicans and the Hornets been getting top picks for a while, bro, and they're small market teams.
But that's only one.
You said the Hawks and the Hornets?
No, I said the Hornets and the Pelicans.
Yeah, they think
okay. The Hornets got LaMelo at 2.
They just got
3.
They got
3. They got
him
LaMelo at 3, and they had and they got Brandon Miller at
2.
2. Okay, so they got Brandon Miller at 2. Okay, what did they get? When did they get one of these kind of guys? Like you know what I'm talking about? Like a LeBron kind of guy, like a.
But there is none.
No, but what
There
we
is
saying
none.
is they
There is
got
none.
top lottery picks though, and
Yeah,
small
yeah. The
market.
point,
But
the point,
and
the point I'm
Lamelo
trying to make,
Lamelo went
dude,
to Charlotte and they won 28 games that year.
yeah, but that's not enough to win nothing. They still
Fuck it. I mean, the
garbage.
Pelicans got AD. They got Zion.
Yeah, because at
Yeah,
the
I
Yeah,
end
mean,
of
the
the
that's
Pelicans did.
baseball.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you still gotta build the right team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At the end
man,
of the day,
it's
you gotta build the
culture that
team.
wins. Culture
To be
wins.
fair, the New Orleans,
Need the talent
and,
with the
and I'm
New
gonna be
coach,
Orleans was
honest
trying
with
to,
you.
they
If
was trying to build
Zion,
a
if
team around AD.
Talent.
Listen,
There's
hold
plenty
on.
of talent.
Hold on, from the
Culture
NBA,
wins.
from a
with the
fan.
right talent.
Hold on,
Yeah, but
you know,
you
I'm
need
a
Oh
culture.
yeah, they got
hold on.
CP3 too. New Orleans.
Right,
There's
but this is what
talent
I'm
out there.
right. But listen, what I'm saying is from a fan perspective, if you're a fan of, let's say, from the Pelicans, bro, these high draft picks are supposed to grant you more success than they got. With AD, they knew AD was getting a championship with Braun. As soon as he left, they're like, fuck, it's over with. You feel what I'm saying? Even though they know as a fan base, like, yeah, we getting Brandon Ingram, but they knew Brandon Ingram was an AD. And sometimes that should be the motor. That's why I was saying I was never for Brandon Ingram being on the team, because y'all right about talent. But this is what I was saying about Jody Fernandez. It's like every player that play for him, they motor is super duper high. And I don't even know why. Like, not trending off. I thought he would be good, but the Tucson, he really surprised me, man. I was trying to think like, yo, is it really because of the coaching? So I'm saying,
I ain't gonna lie, Breezy. That AD and Boogie tandem at one point, that shit was nasty. I ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah,
hold
hold on.
when
Did New
AD and
Orleans
Boogie
draft
was
Boogie?
when teaming. No, they traded for him. I think. Or I
Yeah.
think they.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
was-
that was a big trade too. Before All Star, he got traded during the All Star game. Niggas was like, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Boogie got traded by. He got drafted by the Kings.
Yeah. He got drafted there.
Yeah.
But I remember that trade when he was going to, and again, adding to the point how AD was always asking for a center. You know, put me next to a big man. Like, I don't mind if y'all want me to do.
You know
big
what?
man, give me help.
That's a good point, Breezy. But I see what y'all saying about this market shit. But like old boy said, if that holds true, then the Knicks would have been getting top 3 picks, and they've been getting shafted.
That's why market doesn't always guarantee everything. We don't have a resume. You
agree
know
with
why the
that,
Spurs
because you
got
gotta think
Wemby?
about it.
Because they were a dynasty once upon a time. They have a resume.
And
We're
they did
banking
do that
on
with the Knicks
economic
because
equity and a coach to get us a top pick. That's what this is coming down to right now.
When was their
So
last
can a
pick?
coach
RJ
and
Barrett?
economic
When was
equity
the
get
last
you a
time
top
the
pick?
Knicks had a
That's
top
what we're
3
banking on
pick?
right now.
RJ
RJ Barrett.
Oh yeah, RJ. Okay, I give you that, RJ. But before that,
and not
it was
only
a while
that,
though.
and not only that, they got that league gifted them Patrick Ewing, which you can whatever.
That's true.
Come on, you digging in the
hold
crates
on,
now, Priest.
hold on. and also, they got Carmelo, even though that was via trade. So they had their superstar, and they were winning. The Knicks have had the star player, because then when they lost Carmelo, who they got? Amari Stoudemire. They
No,
went on
it's
a
no
downward.
denying that. But what I'm saying is the Knicks have been shit for a long time, and they've been trying to get top 3 picks, and they've been failing for quite a long time. Before RJ Barrett, they wasn't getting.
And their
Niggas was
owner
dropping
is in
Frank Ntilikina.
and their owner is in yeah, they got KP. They got
Yeah,
KP.
they got Porzingis at 4.
The Knicks have gotten players. I just don't.
I think it's been. I don't
subscribe to
think
that
Joey.
narrative.
I don't think the Knicks. I don't think their problem was the. I think their problem was the pick. It was the selection. I don't think it was in terms of the odds. They have the 4th pick. They had the 2nd pick. I think with RJ.
Okay, so like when they picked up the guy that's in Indiana right now, he was like the 9th to
Obi. I
Toppin.
think Obi. Yeah, he was like 7. I think.
That's
7?
why I keep telling y'all not to look at these picks like that.
Where did Grimes? Where did Grimes fall?
Looking at it like that.
He went before Cam
think
Thomas.
Oh yeah, Grimes was a late.
These
first
picks are
round.
not. These first picks are not a guarantee of anything.
Them niggas
top
thought Obi
prospects
Toppin was
right
gonna
now,
be
Scott.
him though. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold
but they're
you.
not guaranteeing anything.
Right,
They're
but
not
everybody
guaranteed
wants them. That's the thing, though, Scott.
anything.
Everybody wants something. You know that those
It
guys are
don't
going to be in the top
guarantee you're
three.
going to win a title. You need culture to win.
You need the
But this is
talent,
the
Scott.
thing.
Scott, listen, culture and vibes are
Yeah,
great.
you
We
need
had
talent.
that for
There's
4 years
plenty
in
of
Brooklyn.
talent. This is
Scott,
what I'm
Scott, we
trying to
had
tell
the
you.
culture, right,
You
Scott?
can't
The
have,
course of Brooklyn,
can't,
and we
When
didn't
did
have
we
any
have the
talent.
culture?
And we were good with the talent.
It's
you
both.
can
It's
have
not
talent.
necessarily one
You
or the
can
other.
have,
It's
if
both.
you can have
Well, Mike,
talent
yeah.
on your team, no culture, no win. No winning.
No,
But
no
when did
coach.
we
If you
have?
don't have
When
a
did
No
we
coach, it's
winning.
have the
just
No
culture?
talent.
winning. I don't
And
care what you say. You can have LeBron on your team. If you
Scott.
don't have the culture, that shit ain't gonna work.
Scott,
It ain't
Scott,
gonna work.
Scott,
You can
Scott.
pick the number 1, the number 3, and for the next 10 years.
Scott.
No
Culture alone doesn't take the championship.
Hold on, y'all. Let me stay with Scott real quick. Scott, can you this is my perspective on Sean Marks bringing D'Lo back. It's culture. He knew he messed that up. If there's a spill in aisle 5, clean up. He knew it was time to clean up. He knew he ruined something with the culture.
Right, because it was culture on the
We had
team.
with D'Lo, we had culture on the team.
Yeah.
So that's why, and I think when and to be honest, D'Lo was the last one here for that, but
Yep.
he still carried it with him, and that's fair to
Yep.
say. And I think, I mean, for what it's worth, culture could be priceless when you talk about
I
contracts.
know everybody keeps saying
Breezy, he wanted to sell D'Lo jersey. That's why he brought him back for the economics.
okay,
to sell
that might be
tickets.
true.
It
That
wasn't
might
to
be
make
true.
do for his mistakes.
What's wrong with that? This is a
Nothing to
business.
do with that.
Yeah, you gotta make money. But the
That's
other
what it was.
thing
It was a business decision. He would have traded D'Lo for any star. Listen, guys, if it was not Katie Akari, he would trade
He's
D'Lo for
not
any
stable,
star
John.
in the league. There's no
He's
that he
not.
cares about this guy. It was nostalgia. Let me sell nostalgia while we're trying to tank for a pick, but we're not really tanking. That's what this was. There's no care about D'Lo on Mark's part.
This is where I kind of get lost at. So what makes you think that we're not really tanking though?
Because we aren't. We aren't, though. We won 20 games. If you
We
look at the
could have won more
playbook,
though.
you're not supposed to
If
win over 20
we
games.
weren't tanking, we could have won more games.
And that's true.
And if you had the Suns picks, like I keep saying, Breeze, this
No,
all makes sense. You have your own pick, so it doesn't make sense. That's
Right.
the
It
one
makes
big
sense
thing we're
because
forgetting here.
we didn't have our pick last year. We won over 30 games and we had got the 3rd pick.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's why
Reed
it makes
Stephen.
sense.
Oh, my God, the next Stephen Curry. I heard that whole bullshit this past summer. That kid is not Stephen Curry. Like, everybody likes to throw names at people like that.
I'm
Come
not
on.
talking about the player. I'm talking about the selection. I'm not talking about the player.
Hey, come on. That was not going to be a difference for us.
Houston could have took Stephon Castle, and then look at it.
We could have traded for Stephon Castle. We could have traded for Zach
we
Edey.
couldn't.
And Marks did nothing.
Hold on, time out.
we was not traded for Castle, bro.
No, we couldn't. We couldn't trade for no top 4, top 5 pick.
We have all these picks. We could throw them at the ceiling. We could have.
Hold on, yeah. No. Stop moving the goalposts, John. What Big Priest is saying is that they got the 3rd pick because of our record, period. And at the end of the day, bro, we ain't there. And we under 500. And at the
14 games under 500, by the way.
Yeah,
that's nothing. Most likely teams could be under 30 games. That's nothing.
For you to be at it like that, and we under 500, to act like
Remain
we
calm.
not tanking, bro. Like I just think it's ridiculous.
No, we winning.
Hold on.
We winning,
Oh, yeah,
Breeze.
we winning. Todd Knipple, man. We winning up in here. Yo, a triple from Knipple. Yo, that dunk, a ripple from Mr. Knipple. I can't wait. I can't wait for the puns, man. I got like 20 punts
Y'all
in this kid
silly,
already.
man. Y'all.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Listen, if it all works out for us in the end, great. But if it doesn't, we will resolve all this eventually.
What I'm saying is the Wizards don't get busy. They got no business tanking. They got no business being this bad for this long. You know, they need to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't for you no more. You supposed to build a team. They just got Bilal. He a high draft pick. I think they got Saw. He got a high draft pick. Y'all picking players that's not helping y'all all the time. That's y'all being bad. Y'all got a bad culture.
That's
they got no.
yo.
Listen, they getting high draft picks. This is my point. They getting high draft picks and they ain't got no culture and they a trash team. I don't want that for the Brooklyn Nets. I rep the team more than I
You don't want something that's already here, my brother?
Yo, Easy, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? Yo, you want
Easy E.
Yo, dog.
Can you tell these tankers to remain calm, brother?
No, we can't remain
They're never gonna remain calm. I just let them get their shit off because they gotta get it off. You know what I'm saying? So I just let them. You gotta let the people get their shit off. So, but yo, Breeze? Oh, my brother. Yo. Damn.
Yo, Easy always seems to catch something he don't like from Breezy, man. He's like, yo, Breezy, come on, man.
I'm very interested in like the one thing that's always been a question.
The one thing that I can't say, my bad, Elam, but real quick, because it refers to you in particular. You seem to be open-minded about the fact that every tank is not considered the same. So I will give you that.
I hear what you was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that. Appreciate that.
Yo, Easy.
Oh, go ahead. That's it. I was giving you
Oh
some credit.
no, I was saying that and I'm gonna pass the rock to Easy, but I was saying that yeah, like if you towards this early February, like especially heading into the few months, bro, like I've always wondered how were the other teams like during because I guess in our first stage, but I always had a question of what were the other fan bases like when they was doing the rebuilding? Like were they at each other's necks and shit? Like like most Nets fans were like, we're not getting Paolo Banchero. Stop with that bullshit. Like were they doing that too?
Yes, they were. LM, they were because I used to watch other podcasts with other teams, and they be bitching too. Same thing that we do.
Hold on, Scott. I wanted to know what Easy was going to say. What you was going to say, Easy?
I mean, real quick to the point. It depends on which year and which team, but those other teams they were crashing the whip. At certain times they were crashing the whip. But hear what I'm saying though. Hear my thing, right? Hear my thing. Yo, right back to it again. So you want to take away a team's pick because you feel like they don't do shit with it. What's going on with that right there, my brother? What's that about? Why are you trying to hate on Chocolate City right now? Like I'm trying to like figure that out right now. Like, that's where I'm at with it.
Oh nah, they will say
on Black History Month. Why are you hating on Chocolate City? I'm trying to figure that out right now.
No, they was talking or articulating the business of basketball, and I'm saying some of these teams, some of these franchises, they got high draft picks and they ain't do nothing with it. They needed to run it to send that to BK. BK got something to prove. It's not about them. It's always about us. It's about.
Okay.
Yo, he trying to be a smooth operator, man.
No, you trying to slide that in. You try to pause. You try to smooth. All right, real quick. It's all about us, right? Why is our story different from them? Tell me why.
Because
we New York, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. Oh my God, no, not that bullshit.
No, look at the comment. Look at the comment. Player one, Anthony Davis, CP3, and Zion within the 15-year span, all generational players. What that lead to? How many championships? Easy. You ain't got to answer that question. That's a rhetorical question. This is
but
what
Breezy,
I'm saying.
isn't a win for us if we make it to at least an Eastern Conference Finals?
If you keep on looking at it like that, you're gonna be disappointed a lot of times.
Bro, what I'm saying is they got generational talent and didn't win a championship with it. Look at all of the teams that got generational talent that didn't win a championship. Why keep going to them if you're the NBA? And not to mention the Brooklyn Nets ain't got no championship yet. And what if both teams in the NBA is competitive? The Brooklyn Nets and the Knicks both going to the playoffs all of the time. And I put emphasis on that, Easy, because you can see Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. They doing the same thing. They trying to make the Spurs competitive now. They want Wemby going to the playoffs this season. Yeah, we would.
If you talk to their fan base, they split down the middle. Pause. But if you talk to their
That shit
fan
is
base,
not happening in San
Yeah,
Antonio,
not this
bro.
year. But credit to LM for coming up with the
Nah,
nickname.
you see,
Credit.
you see.
But wait, can I just credit
That shit
LM for
is
the
not
duo he
happening
came?
this year,
Y'all
bro.
make
Wait,
that shit for Fox and they not trying.
LM, can I just credit you for the duo name you came up? Area 51 for Wemby and Fox. That's badass, man. That was a good nickname.
Oh
You
no,
should-
no, that nickname's been hovering over for quite some time now. It seemed like the fan base is on tone with it. That's a dope ass nickname.
You got to market
I
that,
ain't
man.
gonna-
That could be a good marketer for them.
Look, even look at California, Sacramento. All of them teams trying to go to the playoffs. All
Yo,
of
the
them.
Kings are a mess, Breezy. Call the
Yo,
Kings what they
Brooklyn,
are, man.
yo,
They're a
listen,
mess.
again, when you think about look at all of these teams. Look at what they did with their high draft picks, and look at how many draft picks be in the top 3 they
And we
got
sold
before
ours.
us.
And we
Look,
sold ours, bro.
look
We
at how
sold
many.
ours.
Look at how many.
Yeah, we
look at
did.
how
Easy's
many.
right. We sold ours.
Listen, no,
Hold on.
Bruh,
Because you could say you could say them other teams didn't do anything with their picks, but we sold ours. So if anything, they went to the store and tried to buy something with it. It just didn't work out for them. Before we even got to the store, we sold it to some guy outside, and we didn't get nothing back in return. So what's the difference between us and Wizards if we're both doing the same dumb ass shit?
Yeah, we got swindled.
That's a
Easy's
good point.
calling it down.
That
We
is a
got
good point.
swindled.
The Wizards got a number 1 pick, and the Wizards got Bilal. I think he's a lottery pick. So that's the difference between the Wizards and the Brooklyn Nets.
We had a number 1 pick.
Bilal is nice, Breezy. Come on, man.
No, I'm saying no. He asking me the difference between the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards, and I'm telling him they got a number 1 pick in the draft, and they got Bilal. He's a lottery pick. That is the difference. That is the big difference.
Breeze, we had a number 1 pick too. You know what we did? We sold it before.
I'm talking about
that
now,
was the Boston
man.
pick. But how you gonna be talking about now if you're talking about the past, bro?
No, I'm talking about as of recent what these franchises is doing. Bro,
Alex Sarr was
Bilal 19 though. We gotta get that time.
So Alex Sarr and Bilal was supposed to hit that team and immediately make them a top 4 or 5 seed.
That's what that's what I'm saying. Like,
you see what I'm saying, bro?
Sarr's only 19 years old.
You put all that on some little kids and all
what
that
I'm
shit
saying,
around them, some bullshit, bro. Come on,
They not Keegan Murray. They not Keegan Murray yet.
Tonight, man. Easy
Come
calling
on,
it
bro.
out.
They not Keegan Murray yet.
You
That's
see,
what I'm saying. They not Keegan Murray yet.
What I'm
It's too
saying,
early.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is why y'all try. This is why I don't like when y'all talk about the draft, bro. Because I know
that's
what y'all
two
about to
lottery
do, bro.
picks. The Brooklyn
Y'all
Nets
about to
don't
put
got that.
no, but you about to put the
keep saying
whole
that,
bag. You about to put the whole bag on these little kids, bro. They about to come to the team, and you want all type of dysfunction and bullshit around them, and you want them to hit this team and be like, yeah, clean all this shit up. And while you clean it up, make sure we look like a 5-star restaurant, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I'm saying history shows when the Washington Wizards got high draft picks, they didn't have any championship success. That's what I'm saying. Pelicans, they got Anthony Davis and all of the other players you see right there, generational players, didn't add up to an NBA championship. These franchise players that get drafted is supposed to be built around to build a championship roster to win a championship. All of these teams that I'm talking about, they did not win no championship. It's probably besides the Raptors. And again, at the end of the day, the Philadelphia 76ers, they're a good example. They got Ben Simmons, Fultz, another guy, I forgot his name, Joel Embiid. All of these high draft picks, they focus on,
Jahlil
Okafor. Rebuilding a whole nother team. So hold on, right. So before the Brooklyn Nets get to rebuild with high draft picks, the 76ers trying to do it again. They already got all of these different players that me and Joey just mentioned. And they get to go and rebuild again over the Brooklyn Nets. I say the hell with that. Give us our draft picks, man. They hosted it at the Barclays. Give us what's ours, man.
Why do you keep on saying over us when it's a... All right, so here's my thing, right? So you keep on saying over us when at the end of the day, it's a group of white men in a room making this decision.
Oh man,
they're the ones that saying, do we want to drop this season or try to see if we could go somewhere this season? So what? Okay.
And second of all, do they trust our front office to actually build a legit team? We had one of the greatest superstars in the NBA. We couldn't even keep them together for more than a year. Like that baggage
To be
follows you.
fair, that wasn't
Breezy,
all on
you
that
know?
wasn't all on the front office though. That
Yeah,
wasn't all on
they
the
have
front
to take
office.
some blame, Elvis. They did nothing. They just had their hands behind their back like they're doing right now.
True,
Where's
but
the leadership?
nobody predicted COVID. Nobody predicted any of that.
Nah,
Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Ellen, the thing is
No,
this:
but
three
that's not the
superstars walked over them. The role player requested it across the bridge. Now you have a coach who says, "I'm not taking," and the best you can say is, "Got it." That's a bad reputation, unfortunately, and that follows you.
but I think if COVID
No.
not there, Kyrie not asking, you know what I'm saying, not to take the shot. I don't think he do all that other stuff that he was doing.
John, we got
Like,
4
he-
picks in the
I
first
think-
round.
It's great to have 4 picks, but it's where you're going to land. And Easy's making some great sense. How are we more deserving when
John,
we don't
we got
have a
4.
resume
We got
to be
31
deserving?
We got 31
Bro,
picks in 2
I
years.
just told you
in
all of
4
me.
years.
We'll side you
5
on.
years.
But Breezy, we haven't done anything significant. Breezy, you know what's good? Wait, Breezy. You know what's good about Brooklyn? Drama. We're a roller coaster ride. That's the one thing about Brooklyn we got going for us. So we are full of drama. That's selling. That's what we got right now.
Don't talk about
If we were
about this
still
team,
in the
man.
great state of New Jersey, I might even agree. But they moved to New York City in Brooklyn. They want
the concrete jungle.
That doggone Knicks Brooklyn rivalry. They actually want it to mean something. All that makes money for the league. When
Yep.
KD and Kyrie and them was here, those were some of the highest rated games versus the Knicks.
Yep.
And they just had Julius
Mhm.
Randle. So all these things the league is about money.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
They did their business part.
Concrete jungle where dreams are
They got
made.
31
Come
they got
on, bro.
30 picks
So
in-
if you
in
have the
5 years, they doing their
opportunity
job,
to
man.
put a tri-state kid in Brooklyn,
Nigga, LM gonna hold a note.
you know what I'm saying?
If you're hitting them Jones away,
And you talk about what has Philly done. Philly, or what has we done? Philly hasn't done anything since they doggone left, or since the '80s with Dr. J, with whom they stole from us.
Yep.
That's
So-
true.
Word.
Shout out to AI. Shout out to
Man, that
AI.
shit hurting.
Listen,
Shout out
if
to
we
AI,
get
word,
lucky
word.
with
Shout
a
out
top
to
They
AI.
were good with
John,
Barkley
everything
though.
gonna be
Barkley
good.
had
No,
a
I was talking about. I
good.
was just talking about winning the championship. That's
Yeah,
what
but
it
it's
is.
how, it's how we're gonna get there, though. Like the process for
take some
us just
time,
feels
John.
a lot
All
longer
right,
right
so,
now.
so,
Take
so
some
Priest,
time.
so Priest, here's my thing, right? Would you at least acknowledge a team that at least got to the dance, like got that far into the dance? They took me to the biggest dance of all.
We
of
got
the
to
stage.
the finals more recently than the Sixers, twice.
Mm.
So if I'm
don't like
acknowledging that,
Wait,
I
wait,
would
wait,
have
wait,
to
wait.
acknowledge us.
Wait. But Priest, all right, Priest, with that right there, Breeze will
Man, boy,
downplay
I'm
that team
good.
because we just got to the dance. Well, we didn't win, so downplay that team. It don't matter. That team
I'm
was
heading
shit.
out,
We don't gotta
guys.
worry
Great
about that
show
team.
tonight, all
Fuck
right?
them.
Be good,
All
everyone.
right. All right, John.
Peace out, John.
Safety.
John,
out,
you got to
guys.
stop capping when you come in here, all right?
No, please, you guys stop, man. I'll keep bringing that Claxton smoke, man, all day, every day.
Man, Claxton making you eat your words. I ain't trying to hear that.
Bro, he's not even facing real sentences. He beat a grandfather, Taj
I ain't
Gibson.
trying to hear
Celebrate
that.
that. I'm not celebrating that.
He sold my fucking parlay, bro. I thought why the fuck today he decided to get bored?
That's elderly
You
abuse,
bet
man.
on Claxton?
I bet the under.
What? Yo, easy, no.
Oh, you bet
Okay,
the
that's a
you
good
bet
way
the
to end
under
my
and still lost
That's
money.
what you get.
Bro,
That's what you get, Easy.
Nah,
Easy,
bro.
you never
It's
bet on the
geriatric abuse
Nets.
what
What
he
is
did to
wrong
Ty
with you,
Gibson.
bro?
Nah, I'm not. Wait. LM. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
I
what
bet
you
on
get, betting the under, and he got your ass cooked. Here
Yeah,
we go, Clax.
That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit right there, Priest. You see, that's that bullshit, yo.
Okay.
You see, and then this the game decided to do it. The game I decided to bet on y'all. But I'm not gonna lie, LM. I'm not gonna lie. I bet on Brooklyn a few times and I know what's going on already. So,
Come on, bro. You
but-
never bet on the Nets, man. Come
bro,
on.
I did this already. Now won a few times. Yo.
Okay, so you ahead of the game.
But that was when
Well, you
True.
can't
Who
win
know
them
your
all,
team
as
better
they
than
say.
you? Who know
can't
your
win 'em
team better
all,
than
as
you,
they say.
man?
Hey,
Yeah.
you can't win them all. Yo, him and
Yo,
Wemby
they
sold
said
me.
Clack's been listening to this pod, man.
That's
why
a
he told me
fact.
that.
Y'all keep
To this
riding on
one?
my boy.
Yeah, you gotta leave him
Clax
alone.
listen to the
man.
pod?
Big flag.
And if he
Oh.
does, I hope he understands that I'm not one of the ones that ride on him.
They've been
But
he
John
been
Wall,
hearing that
so-
signal, man.
Yo, hold on. Claxton, if you listening, I seen those 2 blocks, man, on that same play.
5 blocks.
Yeah, that shit was nice too.
No, it was 2 on one play though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I'm not
Hey,
saying it's
Claxton, if you listening, I love the defense. Working them free throws in the off season, bro. You good?
You see, this is what I want to talk to you about, Breezy. I'm gonna hit you on the low, bro. See, this is what I want to talk to you about, my nigga. You see,
Yeah.
niggas,
Yeah, I got
Even though he's starting to shoot the free throws better.
They don't give him no credit though, Scott. They
I
ain't
know.
never gonna give him no credit.
He shot it way better. this year.
but real quick, back to what I was saying, real quick, right? Not to cut you off, but Priest, remember what you were saying with, all right, we got to the finals before. You see, with Breeze logic though, yo, we didn't win it, so fuck that team, right? It doesn't matter. Fuck all the niggas on that team too. Yo, like, what does it matter? We ain't winning, so fuck them, right? All that shit, all that work that got put in, all the stuff that we did to get to that point, yo, nigga, fuck it.
Dang, that's what you saying, bro?
Hold on. Listen. All right, let's look at it on the other side, right? With the San Antonio Spurs, it makes sense for them to get Wemby because of all of the success with Duncan and David Robinson. So you look at the success that that franchise got with big men. Yeah, you want them to get Wemby if you're the NBA. You feel what I'm saying? So, I see the grace. It makes sense. But the Portland Trailblazers, like, come on, man.
Oh, Dane was our. By the way, Dane was our pick too. Dane was a Brooklyn pick.
Dame was definitely our pick.
Yep, that's not on Sean Marks though. That's not on. If you watch it,
Nah, that's on Billy King.
Yeah, that's on Billy.
But
Yeah.
what do you mean the Portland trade? Like, what's that right there, bro? They got
they got high draft picks and they ain't shake the scene.
What you mean they ain't shake the scene, bro? They got to either second rounds or the conference finals, bro. Like, I don't understand what's going on right now. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, with Dame, them
been a
niggas
top-
was a unit.
They was like with Dame on that team. They was at least a
Bro,
top
how many high
5
draft
seed
picks they
every
gonna
year.
get? They got Shaden Sharp. Like, they just gonna get a whole bunch of draft picks before we get ours. Well, let us shine.
I mean,
Like,
when they entered their
This
rebuild,
nigga
when they traded they ended their rebuild with school, right?
Yeah, when they traded Dame. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it hasn't been a long. It hasn't been long.
Oh shit, man!
They had a top 2 pick.
No,
as soon as they started.
Hold on, man.
True. So they got 3 with school. Who's they? Did they get top 3 last year?
What my belt, son? 1,000 lashes for Breezy on Black History Month, bro.
Bro.
1,000 fucking lashes, bro. This nigga
Portland
introduced
Trailblazers,
you
bro, they got-
introducing a cardinal sin to the podcast, bro. Are you
Breezy,
right,
most
bro?
of besides Simons,
come
most of the people on that team is 19, bro. Like we still got yet to see what they gonna do with.
No, y'all
Don't
misinterpreting.
do all that, bro. He jealous,
Y'all
bro. This is all
misinterpreting.
this.
Say he jealous.
Yo, this is all that is. Yo, oh man, son. Yo, that's all that this is, bro. He jealous. Yo, why y'all
it's
keep
a
on getting these niggas and we
misinterpretation.
not getting nobody, bro? Oh my god, bro.
Wait, hold on, easy. Let him explain himself, man. Let him
No,
explain.
he said enough, bro. I heard him, bro. I heard him, bro. I heard what he said, bro. Why y'all niggas getting Shade and Sharp?
Thank you.
What you
See?
mean why they
Look,
getting Shade and Sharp? They
look,
picked
look,
Shade and Sharp.
look,
We
look,
decided to
look,
pick the Reek Whitehead, bro. That's what happened.
Look, play. That's not true. Hold on. Player 1 said the Trailblazers tried to accumulate talent from the draft before, and it didn't work out. Marcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy, Greg Oden. That is one of the best what-if teams ever. But I'm
That's
saying
true.
that's all I'm saying. It was unfortunate. I was a fan of that team. I know what team we talking about. Brandon Roy was one of the better point guards, giving Kobe work. Like, nobody could really guard him, man. He was really tough. And one of my favorite things about him is he had the midi. But
he's a 2 guard.
Yeah, man. Huh?
Yeah, Brandon Roy was a 2 guard.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not, but that was, you know what I'm saying? So again, man, and then when I mentioned Shaden Sharp, he's a lottery pick. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? The 2 guard they got there now, he's a lottery pick. Anthony Simons. You feel what I'm saying? They got talent, bro. Like Scoot Henderson, he's a number 2 pick. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
So,
how many picks
They have been on a win streak. I ain't gonna hold
I'm not gonna lie to you.
How many? This is what I'm saying. How many times they gonna get picks over us? Like, fuck that. Like,
So
yo, let us
you see this nigga jealous. You see what's going on? You see? Yeah.
Or close
All
to
right.
playing.
Hold on, real quick, right? It
Right.
sounds like you lean more towards John Point then, because if you mad about these top picks, right? For one, the front office picked these niggas. So if you mad about the person that got picked without pick, then you should be mad at the nigga that picking them. Two, right? Like I said, right? These niggas get into the fucking restaurant. They ordering some bullshit that they might not like, right? But they thought it was fire when they looked at it on the menu. Before we get in the restaurant, we sell our reservation to another motherfucker to get in there and use our spot. So
I don't
you
think
mad
that's
at the you what you mean?
Bro,
Some
we
of the years
still
you
20
bring
and 34.
some of the years you bringing up, we didn't even have a pick in that draft. You know why?
Exactly.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Bruh, I know why. But what I'm saying is that's not the whole. That's not the point.
No.
Well, we're gonna have a pick this year.
No. Because niggas keep on walking by the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Jason Terry years. Do you know why we don't have any picks those years?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. So
because the roster we had
Sent them
wasn't
shits
going,
packing on the next plane to the next team. That's what happened.
bruh. They always do that. They always help the NBA East. That's how they built this league, with the Celtics on the Eastern Conference and the Lakers on the Western Conference. And I added to my point, yeah, again, we a franchise team that came in before the Miami Heat. And Miami Heat won a championship. Before the Toronto Raptors, their expansion team, they came and won a championship before we got a championship. All of this stuff that happened, all of the times that we seen, all the stuff that they broke up our championship team from what Big Priest was talking about. Like, bro, they put us through mad shit. It's our time to shine. It's our,
easy to Breezy's point. I'll say if the league is talking about wanting it to be balanced, then yeah, I would say why not try to give us a top pick in terms of you want every team to be balanced, you want every team to not be overpowered. Then yeah, try to make it more entertaining for the rest of the league as to where you could put one of these talents in a big market, and you know what I'm saying? They be hosting that rival week shit almost every week in the regular season. Why not put them in the big market to see what they can do?
All right, Ellen, let me answer that question real quick. But real quick, to the other point, Breeze, to compare Brooklyn or New Jersey to like Toronto, a whole ass country, like that's kind of crazy right there. Like that's a whole ass country right there. But so to your question, Ellen, right? Let's run with this theory that the NBA got this conspiracy going on that they allocate where these picks should go to, like the numbers that the picks should go to. Let's just run with that theory, right?
I don't believe it.
But I don't really believe it, because I really believe in the ping pong balls. But pause.
Yeah.
But if we let's run with that, right? If we run in with that, right? Let's just say for some reason I put you on. I'm about to give you a pick, right? I'm about to give you a pick, high level pick, right? For some reason, either when you get the pick, you pick the wrong person that you need, or for whatever reason, you sell the pick before we get to use it and see what it turned into for you. What do you want me to do about that? Because I gave it to you, but for some reason you gave it away.
No. That's on the front office, and that's on them. That's for them to being that's for them to being stupid, and that's on them for making the wrong selection. That you can't blame the NBA for that.
So why?
But that is not what Sean Marks did, though.
Right. Not well. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Sean didn't do that.
What he did then? What he did?
I don't know, because he came into the team in 2016 where we had no assets or no draft picks,
and he got us 3 superstars.
Right. So it's not all on Sean. Like, yeah, he's not a perfect GM. I would never say that.
I'm not mad at him for swinging at the fence.
Right, and he swung at the fences in 2019, and it happened.
So
I'm not mad at that. Like, you could say he swung at me personally. I thought these guys was coming here from the beginning, like it didn't matter. But like, if you would have given Sean Marks that credit, but if he made it happen, I'm gonna give him that credit. He swung for the fence. I'm cool. Like, I'm cool with the decision. Like I said, like we had some things that never happened, damn it, and life happened to us. and we was damn near close to getting this shit done.
I think so.
Shit just didn't work out for us. It is what
That's
it is.
all.
Like I like you just gotta respect the window, bro. Like that's all it is. But because the conversation is what we did with the picks. My thing is, when you decide to swing for that fence right there, you give up those picks in advance. That's what happens.
He fought to get that shit back, though.
No, he got it back, and like I said, I respect it. Like that's why I fall back. All right, now we just gotta see what the man do with it. You just gotta let shit happen where it happened. Let the cards fall where they may. But we can't ignore the fact when you swing for the fence, you give that up in return. So when you keep on asking for where's our shit? Yo, we swung for the fence. We had to pay that shit back in return.
Yeah.
It's
it cost
not
us
here.
2 years.
You gotta go. Now we gotta go back and get it back. However, we need to do it. And we did it with McHale.
Yeah.
We did it with McHale. We did it with DFS. We did it with Dennis. Keep calm. Just let the chips fall where they may.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I actually trust Sean Marks with a rebuild, and let me tell you why.
I do.
This
that's
dude
a
took a
statement.
team with 0 assets, right? It made them a 40-win team. Now that we were in this absolute crap hole after that deal for Paul Pierce and Jason
Billy
Terry
King
and
fucked
Kevin
us real
Garnett,
good.
we had nothing. We had nothing.
He fucked us real good.
We had absolutely nothing. So and he was able to. I didn't say that. I didn't say that
Because
part.
he said,
I'm sorry.
right? He said us.
I'm sorry.
But he
But I'm
took
still
that
feeling
team
that shit.
and was able to number one get
still
D'Lo, who was
feeling.
still have not reached his potential, a number 2 pick, right? He was able to turn with nothing into something and attract Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to come to the team. So yeah,
That's
I
true.
kind of trust him with the rebuild. I know all the moves aren't perfect, like LM said, because nobody is perfect. However, I'm not gonna sit here and say that this man is now a terrible GM. Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't think he's doing what he's doing is messing up the rebuild. I think Jordy, if somebody is quote unquote messing up the rebuild, it would be Jordy because he's got these guys playing hard for him and competing every night. So
Nah.
if anybody is messing up the rebuild, and you can say D'Lo ain't enough to win all these games.
Not
You know what I'm
enough.
saying? Hey, I'm gonna keep like D'Lo is the end all be all, man. We need to come on now. We better than that.
Come on, yo.
Come
on.
Because he
So
was
hold
doing
on,
this
hold on, listen,
exact.
hold
He
on.
was doing the
Hold on,
exact
let's-
same thing with Dennis Schroeder.
We're better than that. Bro.
All right, hold on
We are
now.
better
Hold on.
than
Let me.
that,
Let, I want to. Hold on.
We're
I want
better
to say
than
this
that, bro.
because
We're better than that,
if
bro.
they are actually tapped in and they actually listening, I actually want to help. Now, this is what I propose. Now, you see, part.
Oh shit.
You see, you see these. You see, my phone dropped out my pocket. My phone. You see these draft picks, right? So, you know, it's fair to say that you don't want to trust Sean Marks with a long rebuild. 4 years out, he not trying to win. I give him 2 years.
No, but here's the thing. What the difference is, right? The difference in the
Teams
rebuild
will
is
be interested in the right.
you
What
got
draft picks would team? You know what I'm saying? Like he could talk 2031 with some of these teams. And remember, they doing 2-3 team deals. So we got 2020, 31, 2020, 30. I mean 20, I keep saying 2030, 2020, 2031, 2029 via Dallas, no protections. Look, you could shop this Dallas one. Like, yo, what if that thing with Kyrie and AD don't work out? You could shop that. Listen, tune into the podcast. We're gonna help you at the negotiating table. This is what fans do. Now, again, if you watching, but this is a second round pick. That probably hard to sell, probably. But on Memphis, Golden State Warriors, That's hard to sell, but you could package all three of these for 2029 for the second round. Boom. You package that, so that's light work, but you use it as like, a bargaining chip, you know what I mean? Like, you just warming it up. You know what I mean? You don't want to give them everything. You want to hit them with the whoop-de-whoop real cool. You want to slow it down, throw some jabs, you know what I mean? Let them know you came to play ball. You talk these draft picks, they gonna be like, oh, all right, they listening, they answering phone calls. Oh, Sean called. Oh, we missed this call. Call him back. That's the kind of respect they're gonna give you because of the way you negotiate. I'm telling you, man, we gotta help Sean Marks. Let's not always critique Sean Marks. Let's help Sean Marks as a fan base. All right, so now you got the 2028. You just shop. Look at all of these 2029, 2028, all of that. You shopping all of that. All of that is I'm listening. I'm picking up calls. That's a 2028. That's a first round. That's one we own. You could shop that for sure. And
you want to shop that our own 2028 pick?
No. I'm just saying. No, you're right. This is something they could discuss. I don't have it all mapped out, LM. But at the end of the day, they could say yes or no, depending. But they talking though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a lot of these franchises know they're not going to compete in the same window of winning a championship. Some teams know they're not going to compete for the next 4 or 5 seasons. Some want to compete in the next season or 2. I don't know all of that right now, but we could do the due diligence. You feel me? But I'm saying all that to say that these picks will be interesting to some of these teams. Right? In the 2027, you got a second round via the Clippers. Look at the Clippers and what's happening with them. You know what I mean? No protections. And then the with Philly, 1 through 8, 2027, depending on what's being said. He got a lot of draft capital he could maneuver with. All he gotta do is, in my opinion, be careful and be stern. Like, don't budge unless you feel like it for real. You feel what I mean? 2026. Yeah, I don't know about this and what we do with the ones right now. I ain't really trying to say shop none of that right now. But those like 2027, 2028 and up, you could shop all of that. And you could definitely, you know what I'm saying?
I think Houston still own our 2027 unless they swap it. So
you said what?
I think Houston still own our our 2027 pick. I don't think we got that back from them, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they could swap it. I'm not sure, but
yeah, they could swap.
So they ain't give us 2027 back. So if we bad that year,
pick, but swap.
Yeah,
they could swap.
They could swap it. So
they could swap the 2025 pick too.
Depending, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Houston is the last team that you would want to be tied to in terms of they could add more talent to that team. But at this point, it's like
I'm about to say, they got a lot of draft.
They have too much, man.
That Harden trade, man. We gave them niggas mad picks. Bro.
Yeah, we did. Too much.
That shit is crazy.
But the crazy thing, the penalties is almost.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta say, man. Hold on. I gotta say, we shot 3 hours in, man. I gotta give a shout out to everybody on the panel. That's Easy E, Big Priest, the Eskimo. Shout out to Iceman. Welcome back. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to LM. Shout out to the guys, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. Shout out to Asia, the one female audience that we got. Shout out to all of the, you know what I'm saying, her friends.
Yeah, because niggas ran out of Wally. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, I gotta. I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't know if you remember Easy, but me and Wally, we did an episode for Valentine's Day where she was picking the Brooklyn Nets and they Riz, and I don't know. She said McCallum.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
She said Jalen Wilson. She said
that was when McHale was on the team, I think, right?
Yeah. She said he ain't had no Riz. And it
You
was.
about to get another one
Like,
popping, Breezy? See that right there. You about to get
I'm gonna
another one
try. I'm gonna reach out.
Yeah, what
Yeah, I'm
happened
gonna
with
reach
Wally?
out. I'm
What
gonna see
happened
if
with
she
that?
want.
Niggas ran her off, Priest.
She. Nah, I didn't see her on social media neither much. You know what I'm saying? Because I follow her content, but I didn't see her
I
as
was
of
one.
recent.
I ain't
But
gonna lie. It was one podcast niggas was arguing about. I forgot what the argument was about. You know what
Was
I'm
that
saying? But
is Leaf still up here? Was that Leaf?
no,
nah,
I don't think it was Leaf.
I'm not gonna put it on Leaf. I'm not gonna put it on Leaf.
No, that
But it
wasn't Leaf. I
definitely.
know who it
she
is. I
like
know
Leaf
who it is. I
content
know
though.
who
I
it
ain't
was.
gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna say who.
Yeah.
We gonna
Last
I
time,
respect
know
but
who
who
it
last
it
time
was.
I
is.
It
heard her
wasn't
on
Leaf.
here, it was an argument about something though.
It's cool. It's cool because that's a respected member that taps into the show. So it is what it
No,
is.
I'm
We're
not
not
gonna
gonna.
say who it is, but I know it wasn't Leaf. I know who it is now. I
Yeah.
remember.
No, I
Yeah.
remember. That's a respected member. But all I'm saying is, it is what it is. You ran off though.
Yeah, she was
Niggas
done
definitely
after
ran
that
her
though.
off. Yeah.
She was done.
Word.
She was done. Like, yo, I ain't.
Yeah,
After
hold
that day,
on.
it
Nah, I
wasn't the
gotta.
same.
I
Shit
can't. I
wasn't the
don't
same.
know.
Wally, we miss you. If you tapping in, we
Hold
miss
It's
on,
you.
crazy
hold
how a
on.
year changed because we was arguing about Donovan Mitchell coming here to pair with Mikel and all that shit. Like,
You remember that
Nah,
bullshit, Ellen? You remember that bullshit?
yeah.
But yo, the way Mikhail looked with Bum
No,
Brunson,
hold on.
that shit might have worked.
right?
No. Hold
maybe,
on. I
maybe.
gotta, bro. But nah, he supposed to be there for defense, bro. They gave up like 148 points, bro. I'm not jacking it. I just don't. I'm not jacking. But I'm saying that to say that, bro. Again, I do want to give a shout out to Wally too because, again, man, I had big expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like because I don't have a female audience. I thought she could help me build a female audience. So whoever ran her off, man, that's a problem, man. And I just want to say, be smooth with the ladies. I mean, no, seriously, man. Like if I
Word.
gonna watch this page, you feel what I mean? And then at the end of the day, again, I mean, we talking about basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like, how interesting is basketball for ladies, So the ones that do tap in, I do want to, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that they very, very rare, very few, and special, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys ran her off, like, I'll sub you for like 3 episodes for that, man. Like, that ass, whoever ran off like 3 episodes. Real shit, bro. Y'all niggas can't take her place on Valentine's Day. Hell no. I ain't doing the episode with y'all on Valentine's Day about like me and Marley did it. That was different. Like I'm not gonna get up there. Like we got a female perspective that watched the team, and she, you know what I'm saying, rating they rich.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm with the guys, I would probably go there, but we would be clowning them. But we wouldn't really know what a woman thought. And you know what I'm saying? Women, they probably tune in like, oh, remember the whole core of this conversation is saying that I don't have no women fan base. You know what I'm saying? Out of the 800 and something subscribers I got, 43, I think, 843, it's probably like 800 guys. You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't gonna lie,
43.
Breezy. It was a bad time during that year. A lot of people was crashing out on the Donovan Mitchell thing. Then a lot of us was arguing, yo, Cam Thomas was behind Mikel, give Cam Thomas the keys. Then a lot of us was arguing about Mikel being the number one op. Like it was a lot of stuff going on during that time.
I think that's what it is. I think that see, my thing is this, and this is what I'm saying, right? I want y'all to understand clearly. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just throwing out sub, like I just like subbing people now, like that's my thing or something. Like it's not like that, man. But Wally, she was somebody that backed Mikal Bridges, and we gave him a lot of criticism. And every time that, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I do think that sometimes guys get lost in the sauce when they talking sports, even to women. Like they forget the fact that they women because they talking talking sports.
Right.
Like they still women. You still consider the fact that you talking to a woman. And
Yeah, they take things
I
different.
just think that it was rough. And y'all be that's what I'm saying. When I get Wally back on, ain't never with none of you niggas, man. I ain't letting y'all on the panel with her no more, man. Like that.
Yo, what
Like,
the
she's
fuck?
actually like,
Oh, this is crazy, yo.
and now seriously, like I gotta give women exclusive access where it's just me and them on the panel, because having them on a panel with a cipher of guys, and y'all don't be giving her like the red carpet, y'all be talking over her, cutting her off and shit. I'm like, damn, wow, pack of wolves, man. Like, so I wanna have a more, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a more, a easier setting, a easier tone set for her to get her talking points across, because she really does know basketball,
Right.
And I used to always ask her about this whole Mikal Bridges thing. No, I ain't gonna lie to you, and we all did, but it was always fun talking basketball with her. So at the end, yeah, we miss you, Wally. You know what I'm saying? We miss your content, and we just hope you good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, had a whole soliloquy. You know what I'm saying? Facts,
But
man. That's
you don't
real
have no
shit,
way
though.
of
You
getting
right,
in
though,
touch
DB.
with her?
Cause she, yeah, but what I was saying is, when I used to reach out, I just, be in her comments about something that she was tweeting or something like that,
okay.
or liking it or something like that. I wasn't like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
asking her to come back on the show.
Well,
Because at that time I
make
didn't
her
have
a special guest and bring her back on.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her. I'm
And
gonna
don't let
ask her
none
for
of
sure.
them, don't let these dogs on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, man, I can't. I tried, man. I can't do it. It's not a good
You
mix.
gotta leave them niggas on
Nah,
a leash. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You gotta leave them on the stoop.
It's just more like some again. You can't forget that they women, man. Yeah, they talking sports, but guys that get passionate about sports and they speak with passion. I'm like, damn, man, dang,
Nah, y'all
take
niggas
it
just
easy.
haters. No,
Like,
y'all niggas
maybe,
just
and again,
haters.
my thing.
Y'all niggas is just haters. Y'all hear a name and y'all just go crazy. Y'all don't hear nothing else after that. Y'all lose your mind. It's like a
Because
whole fucking blank
she
scene,
wasn't the
bro.
only one defending McCare. I was too, because he was a Brooklyn Net.
Oh, was I?
But this
No,
is
she
a
wanted
common.
Donovan. She wanted Donovan here too. That was
No,
And
this is
there's
a
and a lot
nothing
of
wrong
common
people
with that
wasn't
theme.
with
either.
that.
I
There
was
wasn't
talking about that
nothing
too.
wrong with it,
No,
but a
no,
lot of
no,
people was passionate in disputing that.
no. That's a common theme on this podcast, bro. The minute you hear one name, you just blank out. You don't even listen to anything else. The minute you hear one name and it sounds like it's
Yeah.
some negative shit. Oh, nah, fuck that. I'm here.
Mhm.
I'm ready to fight now. Yeah, yo, come on, man. Come
Do
on,
you think
man.
Donovan would have been bad on this team?
No,
Hell
he
I
no.
don't.
wouldn't be.
If you got
No.
Donovan, we wouldn't have needed the tank.
No, we wouldn't. We'd be in the top 3 in the
We'd
East right
probably
now.
be in the top 4
Yeah,
seed in the year. So I
right.
mean, I
For
wouldn't be
just
complaining.
Spider? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Y'all
There's a
don't
Well, I
lot
believe
of
mean,
that.
Nah,
things.
but
Y'all don't believe that,
if
bro.
do we still have Vaughn if we got Donovan or Horty?
Oh, hell no. We need to have Jordy with Donovan. Can you imagine
Yeah,
Jordy
no,
with Donovan?
for
Jordy,
sure.
you gotta change the code.
With
Yeah, I
this
think it.
team, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Y'all can't be serious.
No, wait, so easy. Just so
I'm
imagine
gonna
we
keep it
don't make the
real with you.
trade,
I
Nah,
right?
might
but
like
again, man,
I
Imagine
like
Schroeder,
Jordy more
Donovan
than
Mitchell, or Donovan Mitchell at the 1 and Cam at the 2.
Right.
What?
hold
No way,
on, y'all.
bro.
The fourth quarter,
So
Donovan
imagine
over Cam
Donovan, Cam Thomas,
in the
Cam
fourth quarter.
Johnson, Clowney, and Claxton.
Right, in the fourth quarter.
We getting cooked.
Do you think so?
We getting cooked.
Hold on,
How?
y'all.
We might have some cool 4 quarters. We might put us some buckets, some 4 quarters, but we getting cooked.
Mm.
We getting cooked.
Yo,
You depend on Cam Thomas to make tough shots. You depend on Spider to fucking make a 3, bro.
I don't know.
Hold on, y'all. Joey BK all day. He came back on the panel, man. Talk to us, Joey. What's the word, man? Talk to us, man.
Yo, you want to know what's real nasty, Breezy? You my man, but you was the only Worley was the only one you let get away with talking crazy about Cam Thomas. She used to diss the shit out of Cam Thomas, and you
Nah.
used to say shit.
Nah.
I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that crazy,
You came
Joey.
back in here to say that though.
Nobody.
I
used to
wasn't
say
even talking
anything
crazy
Cam
about him. I
Thomas.
was giving him
To
criticism because
be
I
fair,
felt like he
yeah, I don't think she
he
was
could
talking
have
about
been
him crazy like
criticized.
that though. Like she liked him, but I don't. She was like, "Yo, if we can get Donovan, then you do it." Like Cam
Nigga,
Thomas
we
wouldn't
asked this
do
Nah,
man if he
him.
wasn't
that's a
crazy. You
lie.
said he lost his mind,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on. I had to get out my bed for this. That's a lie because she used to go against
Let
Cam
Joey
Thomas, and
finish.
she
Let
used to
Joey
say
finish.
Mikal was the number one option, and she used to say all these things, all these deficiencies that Cam Thomas had to back up her argument on why Mikal was better. I'm telling
That's
you,
true.
bro. She used to do it, and you know what? She is the only Nets fan that I seen Breezy let her get away with that.
Oh wow.
Anybody else, Breezy would have bit their head off.
Wow, Breezy, you let her get
We
away.
not trading Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is not in no
Joey,
trade talks.
hold on. That's not true because I critique Cam. He ain't ripped my head off.
Yeah,
But I be disagreeing, but I ain't ripping dudes' heads
nah,
off.
I'm just saying he don't rip your head
Listen,
up, but he
I
don't.
don't.
He never really gave Warley no pushback when she used to like criticize Cam though.
I don't. Nah, he
but
definitely used to say
you,
we not trading Cam though. I think during that time,
yeah,
I think he was
listen
saying we not
again,
trading.
But
Nah, I'm
you
not
know
with
what's so
trading Cam
crazy? She
Thomas.
said the reason she liked,
Joey.
she admitted the reason she liked Mikal because she was attracted to him. That's why she liked him so much. Not that
Oh,
he was
okay.
that good. She
Oh,
said
okay.
it.
I mean, he was a good player though. He just wasn't a
Right.
star or all-star or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
I
just saying
mean, he sucked now because
she was
he's in the
Listen,
extra.
Knicks
That's why she
uniform.
was extra
He trash
glazing
as
him
hell
though.
now, but
He played for the Tangerine.
yeah, he
yo,
trash as hell now.
Joey, I gotta. I'm the host. Like, yeah, she ain't going. That's what I was saying. When I'll be introducing other fans, Wally included, I'm introducing them as in, they got their own talking points. Like, and Wally was a perfect example because I would disagree with a lot of the stuff that Wally said, but I never wanted to cut her off. I never wanted her to feel like she couldn't come on the
That's true,
podcast
but
because I
here's
didn't
the
agree
thing.
with
She
what
was
she
in the
said.
minority.
I
She
wanted
was
her
in
to
the, hold
know
on
that
real
she could
quick.
come on the podcast.
Real quick, Bree. She was in the minority up here because this was the time Mikal was supposed to be the golden boy and he was shit in the bed. But at the same time, Cam Thomas was showing promise. So she was the one. She was like
Yeah,
on her.
no
She
problem.
was on her heel with the whole Mikal shit, and everybody was like, "Nah, Cam Thomas. Like this is Cam's team." You know what I mean?
But to be fair, Cam
Mhm.
was taking the most
Yeah.
shots last year, and Mikal was shooting a higher percentage. But we don't need to rehash all that. It's
Yeah. I know we not rehashing, but
Yeah,
we
that was
just saying.
totally
But
unnecessary.
we just going. I'm just saying that's why it was a lot of pushback
I don't want to
from a
get back
couple
into
of
that
from a
because I
lot
don't
of
want to
fans
defend
up
that
here.
nigga no more. He's
That's why it
indefensible.
was a lot of pushback because a lot of people wasn't feeling Mikal, and she was at that time.
Yeah.
But Joey Breezy was saying around that time, yo, if Donovan come here, I don't want him taking the most shots over Cam Thomas. I don't want like
Yeah, that's wild.
it was a lot of that
That's
shit.
absolutely wild.
Yo,
That's hey Breezy. That's you. Y'all. You
No,
should have
but
said
she
pause when
Yo
you
was
said that.
cussing out that year,
LM,
bro.
she was hitting. Hold on, real quick. She was also hitting at the point if Donovan come here, Cam Thomas is gone. He's getting traded. She
Yeah,
said that plenty of times.
yeah.
No.
That's a fact.
Well,
Yeah, that was what me and
that would
her
have
was.
probably been a trade.
That would have been the trade though,
I
I
would
feel.
disagree with it. But remember,
You
y'all
can,
was like, "Oh yeah, you such a Cam Thomas fanboy, yada yada." And I was like, "Yo, the reason why I'm saying we shouldn't do it is because to his window, like, Donovan Mitchell window is more aligned with the Cavs as opposed to the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets window for winning the championships, we in rebuild mode. Donovan Mitchell
I
don't
kind of
want to be
disagree
in.
with that.
You see that little
I
loophole
don't,
he tried to run through? You see that little loophole
bro.
he tried
I
to
don't
run
think
through?
Donovan Mitchell want to be nowhere with the rebuild. I don't.
I kind of disagree with that. I think I disagree with that a little bit. I think
You think he'd rather be with a rebuild than where he at
no,
right
I
now?
don't think we're rebuilding if we got Donovan. That's where I disagree with. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
you
think if
rather
we
go
got
with a?
Donovan,
So hold on, but hold on. But see, this is another thing. You can't get Kenny
okay.
Atkinson back on the Brooklyn Nets, right?
Nah,
You
we
can't.
got
And bro, look, hold on.
we got hope maybe a better Kenny. You know
No,
what I mean?
but okay, just because he's a Cavs player.
Yeah, I put
So
a
I
lot
don't
of
really.
stock in Jordy,
But
bro.
before
Holy
I go,
shit.
he got JB.
He the future.
He got JB
Yeah.
Bickerstaff up out of it, right? So
The
what I'm
Cavs
saying
I
got
don't
is,
know
JD
if that was
Bickerstaff
him.
up out of there.
JD Bickerstaff wasn't getting it done.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I think he
that's
kind of got done a little dirty though. To be
no,
for me, in my opinion.
he got done dirty. Like I mean, like if, like pause, but if they beat the Knicks that 1 year, I mean, shit looked better for them because it's not like they had a good season. That
Yeah, and that's
they
another
just
thing I ain't like about him losing to the Knicks in the playoffs. When I picked the Cavs, like, come on, bro, making people question my basketball knowledge because he couldn't coach. Man, come on, bro.
yeah,
so shit just
yeah.
ain't roll right.
Now, again, man, I don't like where this is going. First the Cavs, then the Knicks, man. Like I said, man, I'm only here because of you guys, man. Y'all meant to close out 10 minutes ago. Y'all got me talking about the Cavs and the Knicks, man. It's getting crazy. Nah, but seriously, I'm only closing out because it's late, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all funny as hell. And again, and I say this to myself a lot, but I'm gonna start saying it at the end of the podcast. These podcasts got a lot of replay value. Listen to these podcasts after. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy these podcasts, man. That's a fact. Shout out to BK all day for not letting me close out the show before he called me out about something that happened with Wally about last season. I appreciate that because he was definitely on the panel with us, and then he wasn't, and he was in the chat and he jumped back on the panel. Gotta love that. Shout out to Easy E, always stirring the pot. You know what I'm saying? Me and EC probably gonna have something cooking up real quick, real soon. Shout out to Big Priest, always got the panel dope. You already. Shout out to Iceman the Eskimo. Y'all already know he got a podcast. The Tip Off is a Brooklyn Nets podcast. Shout out to Scott, Apartment Gamers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap in, find his content there. Shout out to Scott for joining the panel. Shout out to LM. This dude low key could sing. I don't know what's going on with LM, man. Shout out to LM.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
Word. But yeah, man. Nets fans is the best fans. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back real soon with more content. I appreciate you guys, man. Have a good night. Peace.
Peace.
Breeze